Brothers, by your demonstration of respect for those participating and watching today's game, you underscore that the most important part of high school competition is the people involved.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, over by the football concession stand are some booths set up by the Rotary Club. They are offering a free, yes, you heard that right, a free raffle. All you have to do is go to their stands and enter using your telephone, your iPhone, smartphone, whatever it might be, and register for drawings. There will be 10 drawings, I believe, if I'm not correct. Please don't shoot the messenger. But go and register for your raffle opportunity to win. Down by the south end zone, there is the world's best pulled pork barbecue sandwich, benefiting Skills USA. You can get a sandwich for $5, bottle of water for $1, and you will thank me later. Go down and get a pulled pork sandwich down near the south entrance gate behind the south end zone. We would like to recognize and thank our officials tonight from the North Florida Officials Association. Referee David Martinchik, umpire Ruben Mobley, linesman Zachary Crawford, line judge Ken Sands, back judge Tim Sloan, and the clock operator Philip Wolgamuth. Thank you for all you do.
SSB's Friday Night Lights will be back at the Rock this Friday as Fleming Island hosts Orange Park.
Touchdown Golden Eagles.
Join the live broadcast as the Golden Eagles take on the Raiders starting at 7 o'clock. Coverage comes to you courtesy of First Baptist Church of Orange Park. That's Friday Night Lights on SSB, Fleming Island versus Orange Park.
And it is good.
Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Sunshine State Broadcasting, your local community broadcaster.
Hello and welcome to Friday Night Lights on Sunshine State Broadcasting. I'm your host, Garrett Binford, for Courtney Wallace, who will be joining me on the mic tonight once we are fully set up and the game is underway for some co-commentary. Actually, here he comes now.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
So, we are coming back to Fleming Island.
Ladies and
Back to the Rock.
Back to the Rock.
Yep, around the Warren Stadium.
After their devastating loss last week, their first loss of the season, to a very stout and impactful Oakleaf team. What are we hoping to see tonight while we have these flags come out? Well, actually, hold on just a second.
please remove your hats. Tonight's moment of silence prior to the beginning of the anthem honors those that perished on 9/11/2001. Thank you for your silence.
That moment of silence for those who were killed in the 9/11 attacks.
We will never forget.
Never forget. Also, for those impacted by the September 10th event that just occurred a few days ago. A tragedy for Americans to see that happen on American soil, and the tragedy even thus far to see the reactions on both sides where some think that that's just okay. As a veteran myself who has fought for that freedom of speech, that will never be anything that I stand for. So, and I can speak for myself and Courtney that any type of impact or degradation of freedom of speech where someone thinks that it's okay for you not to be able to speak your mind peacefully and protestfully that is not something that we should have in this country.
And I want to say, while we're at it, I want to say thanks to you for your service.
Yeah, thank you for the support. Let's go back to a good mood, though. And so we're going out to see the captains right now. We got number 54 for Orange Park, number 72, number 55, and I believe number 1. It looks like we'll go from left to right again. Number 54 is going to be Jeremiah Jennings. I do not remember, was it 72? That is going to be Tarek Moore. Number 55 is going to be Terrian Butler, and number 1, Gabe Taylor. And then for Oakleaf, you have number 35.
Fleming.
Sorry, yep, I'm still on last week. Fleming Island. Zion Longmire, number 35. Number 15, Cedric McNeil. And number 3, Brady Digman.
All right.
That my mind was already racing to the next part of the conversation as we were previously talking about a little bit. We saw the Fleming Island team last week, for lack of a better term, get themselves rocked back, and now they're back here at the Rock hoping that they can have a good foundation for this game. What do you think we need to see this game in order for them to have a drastic improvement from last week and what we saw then?
Well, let me keep it going. I know they want to rock Orange Park, because we know that Fleming Island, the Golden Eagles, they do not like to lose on the Rock. This is their home turf, and they believe in defending that home turf. And after that loss last week, it wasn't a pretty sight to see them go down. Not even scoring a touchdown, not even a field goal.
They were very close, but their penalties. I think that's probably part of the conversation. Is their penalties ended up taking away the touchdown that they did score. So they went scoreless the entire game, and then the 2 field goal attempts they could have had they decided to go for the 4th down conversion rather than trust the boot to get them some points on the board. Also, I mean, they were trying to get some more than just 3 points, which I understand.
Golden Eagles will receive the opening
So the Golden Eagles are going to receive. We'll see them
north.
first. So we won't see the boot until after they either score or Orange Park scores. I'm going to say that all night. So yeah, I mean, their penalties are what killed them last week for sure. I think their motivation after they started getting that far down and then the penalties took the touchdown away late in the game, I don't think they had the motivation to continue. That being said, they have not been defeated on their home turf this season yet. So I think Orange Park is here to try to upset that. We saw Orange Park at Oakleaf, and that was a similar situation to Fleming. They at least had scored a touchdown, but it was only on the very first play of the game that they had, and it was a flea flicker trick play down the right-hand sideline. They got close, but they couldn't capitalize. It was the second half that they started to rally, and it was too much of a deficit with the rolling clock.
And of course, against a good Oakleaf team, it's a well-drilled team, it's a well-oiled machine, and they're
the Golden Eagles!
They definitely are. I know Fleming, as we've seen them, has the capability. It's whether or not they can capitalize and keep the team motivated and do what they need to do to keep the penalties from racking up.
I think penalties, that's the word. I mean, how many times have we said it about this Golden Eagles team? Just too many penalties. And too many penalties early in the game. We've seen so many plays called back because of those. So if they can again, I mean, I'm going to sound like a broken record here. If they can minimize penalties, then I'm sure they'll have a good outing against this Orange Park team, who of course is they're coming off a win last week after they were annihilated by Oakleaf the week before. They went and they won their game. So, you know, they should have some motivation going on there, but also Fleming Island, they'll be motivated to get back in the win column.
Eric says, are you guys going to cover Oakleaf tonight? Eric, I will try to have some max preps up to at least give some stats on their game. This is the game that we'll be broadcasting, is the crosstown rivalry, Orange Park versus Fleming Island. And I will, like I said, I will try to have some max preps and give some updates, maybe in the quarter endings and the half ending, to at least their score. We are planning on being at Oakleaf next week for the Oakleaf Bowls game, which is going to be a huge event that we're expecting. I will have to double check the rankings, but I know that they are both top 30 teams in the state of Florida.
And of course, Bowls, they're coming off a loss last week, while the Knights were taking care of business against Fleming Island. So yeah, that should be a good matchup. Notwithstanding what happens tonight.
So we are about to get underway here, kicking off Orange Park. They're going to do a little squib boot to the left-hand sideline, and number 35 is just going to fall on it, trying to make sure that they maintain possession. That is going to be Zion Longmire. Smart play there by him. So Bowls is ranked number 18 in the state, number 196 in the nation. And Oakleaf is, they actually have dropped somehow. They are 51 in the state, 499 in the nation. We'll be covering them next week. And that, again, is going to be a huge game for them, at least to challenge. It's probably going to be their best team challenge so far in their season.
Gentry, the quarterback.
Started off with a motion run, number 2 to the right-hand side, picking up the first down, at least from the eyeball. That's going to be Tristan Stevenson. And they are going to move those chains for a Fleming Island first down.
Good start.
And that's going to be enough for first down.
Definitely going to have to see a lot more energy from Fleming this week. Orange Park is not going to be as difficult as a team as Oakleaf, and it's not to degrade their team, but we just know Oakleaf is a very stout team. So definitely going to feel like a lot more of a relaxed game. I say that, and he nearly gets intercepted.
Gentry's pass is incomplete.
It was Eric Gentry nearly getting that coverage was very good. It was Eric Gentry, and it was number 0 from Orange Park, Zachariah Murphy on the coverage. So Definitely going to be a little bit of a less stressful game for them. I'm not even running the clock.
Again?
Again. Yeah, we told you we're going to have that
Zion
counter.
Longmire follows his blockers.
We'll get it all
about the
reset.
49-yard line, pick up a 4. It's going to bring 3rd down and 6 for the Golden Eagles.
There we go. All right. Yeah, definitely going to be a game for them to try to get something going. They're going to have to put in the effort this game to definitely get some motivation. Orange Park, coming off their win, is motivated and wants to see this win. You can see it in their playing. Nearly sacked there. Good dump off.
Gentry's pass
to number 7, Parker Sertivant.
He'll get to the 47 of Orange
Eric, love
Park.
to see that you are able to see your son play. Glad to see you here. Thank you for your service. And glad to have the coverage. Give us a shout out to your son, and we'll try to see if we can get him on camera a little extra in the game. So, not off to a terrible start. And not getting anything on the hard count. I believe this is 3rd down for them. Again, trying to keep the clock and the scoreboard and everything correct while maintaining comments. Courtney has definitely got his hands full with the camera, making sure the ball stays in the frame. Good scramble.
Gentry
got the first down by Gentry.
He'll get to the 40-yard line of Orange
That'll
Park.
bring up a first down.
That's going to be a first
the
down.
Orange Park
Golden Eagles.
40.
Your offensive lineman for the
39.
Golden Eagles, number 51, Noah Moreno, number 52, Easton Isbell, 62.
The other thing that we definitely are going to have to see from the Fleming Island team, at least tonight, against a team that is motivated to try to keep their winning streak off of last week, and that motion run again, number 2, right-hand side, not getting anywhere but the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do good clock management. That is something we did not see from them last week. It was terrible clock management. Oakleaf was just eating that clock away at them, and when they came back, they were not doing anything to try to manage their clock well enough to keep them on the field. They couldn't get first down conversions. So it was very much a 4-and-out game for them almost all night. And again, they did score the 1 touchdown, and that was brought back by the penalties, which we haven't seen any of yet. Knock on wood, which I don't have any, so someone in the audience needs to. Good scramble.
Ball is
going to be for about 9.
By Gentry. He'll be marked down at the 31-yard line.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 2.
No, they're going to say 3rd and 2. They're going to mark him. I'm looking at it at 10 yards. It's to the 29 is the first down. They are at the 31. So 2 yards to go. So running game so far, we didn't see a lot of this last week, actually, did we?
No, we didn't.
They didn't really have a chance to do much. Good bounce to the outside, pick up the first down.
Longmire.
It's going to be Longmire.
Crosses the 29-yard line.
I will say Oakleaf has a very stout run defense that was stuffing them pretty hard. So they didn't have an option but to pass. And Oakleaf secondary was locking up everything. So there really wasn't much for them to really try to attempt other than the run game, which wasn't getting them much of anywhere. So it's good to see them actually doing something this game.
Well, the momentum definitely was with Oakleaf, and Fleming Island just did not have any answer. They just could not find any way to stop them.
And not for lack of trying. They definitely were trying. It's just, again, Oakleaf is a very stout team. They
screen to Stevenson, gets inside the 25.
Dump to the left side.
24.
They definitely have the ability to excuse the wind. They definitely have the ability to put players where they need to push bodies on the field and get some freshening on the sidelines that Fleming does have, but it's with a very young secondary. A lot of their secondary, they do have some juniors in there. I don't think they have any seniors in the secondary, like second string. Good trying to scramble for anything here. Making it out the left side of breaking some tackles. Pushed out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. Just breaking the sack that could have stopped him. We're going to say this clock again. That's going to be 2nd down for them.
That's going to be another first down.
No, they're going to call it first down. They're going to say he scrambled for enough after that for a first down. And they are going to be spotted at the 17.
Number 7, Parker Sertivan, back in at tight end.
And he was pushed out of bounds, so I will fix the clock once more. I'm telling you, we need to get that clock counter. How many times am I going to have to do that? Dump off pass, and that will be brought down behind the line. So for a loss, it was in full coverage for a cluster of Orange Park defenders. He was being rushed, and he had nowhere to go with it. And so the dump off pass. Number 2 has been his favorite so far tonight, Tristan Stevenson. So I expect we will see more of him.
2nd down and 13. Official timeout.
All right, so that will bring up 2nd and 12. A loss of 2 on that last play. And they're going to hand off to number 3, Brady Digman, who's going to carry it up inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd down for the Golden Eagles.
And a 3rd and we'll say 5. They have to get to the 9. They're going to hand it off to Digman again. That's going to be a 1st down. Good shoot inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line, 2-yard line.
We'll be down at the 2-yard line.
That's going to be a 1st and goal for the Eagles. Good shoot there to just shake an Orange Park defender out from underneath his feet and just pick up those extra yards, gaining the 1st down, giving them the 1st and goal. This is an offense we did not see last week, so it looks like they've definitely took that loss to heart and did some good drilling during the week to at least get some type of momentum going for them. I like what I'm seeing so far.
And I tell you what, if this momentum continues,
And
there it is. Little keeper.
2-yard touchdown run by Sebastian Cruz.
And that will give them their first points of the game in their first drive of the game.
And that could be bad news for Orange Park because they don't want this Fleming Island team to start soaring.
No, they don't. That's, I mean, we know Sertivan's boot is going to put this through, which is going to give them the 7-point lead. First drive. No, we got a penalty.
Before the play.
And it looks like it may be either encroachment or an equipment. Yeah, encroachment on the defense, which won't do much of anything. They'll get moved up half of a yard. But, I mean, we've seen the boot. We know he's going to soar through those uprights. We know that he's going to most likely have a touchback kick or at least a very hard kick. So we'll just expect him to put an extra point and put his number on the board, number 7 for the 7th point of the game. Oh.
Sertivan's kick
low.
Is no good.
That's a first.
That is a first. Yeah. You see him not happy about it. He's hanging his head a little low. I mean, it happens, buddy. Don't stress about it. That was definitely, I don't know if that was the hold or if that was him. He did not get under that ball. That ball went straight into the line.
Capital Financial Strategies is your
And while we're at it, Garrett, can we just send a shout out to his mom, Kim?
Absolutely.
At the concession stands, always taking care of us.
Absolutely. She's been amazing every time we've been here. I think we said it the first time we broadcast 2 weeks ago. She came up, anything you guys need, and came back with some waters, even though we were like, no, we're okay. Came back with some waters, took care of us. They've been awesome. Same as Oakleaf. Both, everywhere we go, it's just a great feeling to see the parents and the staff just appreciate that we're here, which is good to know we're doing something that they love and that the community enjoys, which, again, Eric has even said in the comments. 1, thanks for the shout out, and 2, thanks for the ability to watch his son play while he's out on mission.
Yeah, there you go. That's why we do what we do.
So we know we've got a military community here, and we do appreciate them. Again, veteran myself, I appreciate every single one of my brothers in arms, brothers and sisters, because obviously there are those as well. And trying to do something for a military community I didn't even have in my high school community. And I grew up near Fort Campbell. going to high school there.
Andover in kick.
And they're going to roll it out of the end zone. He's taken down at the 23.
Xavier Jones brings it out across the 20-yard line.
And that's going to be, what number is that? It looks like 5. Xavier Jones. Yep, they did call that.
Will be set up at the 23-yard line.
So a good run out to at least get them to the 23, and they are going to stop the clock for a water break at 5:42 left. So we'll take a little bit of a break and have a word from our first partner of the season, First Baptist Church of Orange Park. We'll be right back.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
And that is First Baptist Church of Orange Park. Thank you for partnering with us. We appreciate you. Looking forward to another season, just as we did last season. This is going to be Orange Park's first drive, starting off with a run and stuck at the line, getting nowhere.
21 is Garrett Dewey leading the charge for the Golden Eagles.
Well, it is only their first play. We'll see. I mean,
you want to start strong, though.
Yeah, you definitely do. We do know that Fleming does have a very stout front defensive line. I mean, you've got
they're going to try to snuff out everything.
Yeah, you've got Jarius Rogers in there. You've got Landon Howard. We saw him a few times, number 55. Number 47 is up in there, Thomas Thrasher. We've seen him. I mean, their defensive line is very good, and I say that as a wide open hole is open for Xavier Jones to gain 6 on the play. And I have forgotten the clock once again. The whole minute got to come up. That will be 3rd down for Orange Park with a short 4 to go. And if they have another play like the last one, it'll be easily gained. We'll see what they come up with. But, I mean, we know both teams have players. We've seen them in the seasons past. It's just a matter of whether or not they can get their drives going the way that they need to. It's going to be a little direct snap. Keeper right back to the line. Maybe a gain of 1.
Taylor holds on to the ball.
And they're going to give him 2 on the play, so it'll be 4th and 2.
Down at the 32. It's going to be 4th down and 1.
4th and 1. They're going to give him 3 on the play. I didn't think he got that far, but we'll give it to him. So I imagine they're obviously going to go for it. It's a 1-yard play. It's probably going to be a running play trying to go in. I expect Fleming to stuff the front with their linebackers, just waiting for that inside run. Yeah, there's the running play, and he's going to get tripped up.
Another try.
Where are they going to spot this, though, is the question. He was tripped up, but it's a 1 yard, so it's whether or not they're going to give him the yard.
Official timeout on the field.
It's going to be a timeout for a measurement.
Official timeout. They're going to bring out the chains.
Yeah, bringing out the change to measure. I mean, he was tripped up, and again, it's a 1 yard rush, so definitely a good call by the officials to measure this and see if he was actually able to gain that 1 yard, or if they're going to spot a knee down short is the question. This is going to be a crucial measurement for Orange Park. They need this first down in their first drive. All right, they're getting the chain stretched out. I can't see because Jarius is in the way. They're going to say, yep, they're calling first down. Fleming was saying no. The officials are saying yes. and you go by the officials. So first down, Orange Park. A crucial first down for them in their first drive, and they've only made it to the 34 from the 23. So they gained 11 on that so far. They gave him 2 on that that keeper.
Orange Park with the first
so that's
down,
going to give them the first down. And
line.
again, they've only made 11 yards on this drive so far. So we'll need to see a little bit more from them if they want this to be anything other than a clock-eating game. Here's their first pass attempt of the game. He was wide open. Oh, couldn't hold on to the ball.
Hands of the intended receiver, Sebastian Cruz on the defense.
This is number 11, James Waters.
Make sure the catch is not made. It'll be second down.
Could not hold on to the ball. He's wide open. I mean, the closest Fleming defender when the ball was thrown was at least 7 yards away, which for a receiver is the equivalent of an entire football field when all you have to do is put your hands on the ball. Could not hold on to it. Those gloves need to put in some more work if he's going to have that kind of equipment failure.
Probably a little nervous first throw of the game.
Yeah, definitely. I could see that happening there, and that's some yardage that you definitely need and you're not going to get back. So to have a second down and 10 off of a drop pass off of an Orange Park offense that we know is capable, they need to have better plays. And here's the first penalty of the game that's going to back them up. Delay of game. So 3:04 left to go in your first quarter. Fleming Island 6, Orange Park 0, with a 2nd and 15 after a drop pass that would have gained them at least 8 yards, if not close to a first down, depending on if you had been able to turn and run. Another passing play. Coverage was there. Number 21. It's Garrett Dewey. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 15. And definitely not going to be running on this. So another passing play is going to be expected here. And they have to have this one caught. There's no option for a drop pass here. I mean, the first time we've seen Orange Park this season, other than at Oakleaf, and we obviously have a long game to go, so I'm not going to call it here, but it's a lot of the same that we saw at Oakleaf, is it not?
It is. It is.
The scramble. He's going to try to scramble for 15 yards. He's got 10. Ooh, the out of bounds where they spot it. He was very close to the first down there.
42-yard line. Yard shy of the first down.
And they're going to call it a yard shy. So this is going to bring up another 4th and 1 situation. And hopefully there's not another trip up that ends with another chain spot. Oh, they're going to go quick and try to get this off. It is going to be a keeper. It's got the first yard. Oh, fumble! 72 jumps on the ball. Good heads-up play. Colton Otario. Sorry, that's Fleming's team. Tarek Moore heads-up play for that ball popping out. And obviously he had the yardage. It looks like it might have been punched out by Fleming. Good attempt at that, but just nobody there to jump on that for them. And that will give Orange Park the first down. So 2 very fortunate first downs back-to-back on 4th and 1s. And it's good on them for at least using their plays correctly, but that's not something you want to continue to see is 4th down conversions. You need 3rd down conversions in order to not stay in punting options. Man in motions, number 5. He's looking for it. It's going to be a running play, handoff, stuffed at the line again, gain of none.
Down at the line of scrimmage. Preston
And this wind is
kicking up.
This is kicking up here.
Yep.
Definitely hearing it. I do apologize if you guys are hearing it. We don't have any type of wind screen or anything up here for us. We're just directly exposed. We're going to stop the clock.
Feels good though.
Timeout on the field.
2 minutes for the official timeout. They're actually going to let it run down to 1:55. So a 2nd and 10 for Orange Park. 1:55 left to go in the first. Here goes the clock again. All right. Let's see something different than a 4th down conversion, Orange Park. Let's go. Yeah, definitely a windy one up here. I don't see the flag moving at the end of the field. Good pass. They're going to spot that at 7 yards. 6 yards, actually. They're going to give him a yard less. He definitely made it to the 53. They're going to spot it at the 52. So for a 3rd and 4.
Pick up at 6, 3rd down and 4.
Now, I'll tell you one thing that doesn't change between these two schools, though, is their bands.
Yeah.
Their bands are always hype, and I will even say they're cheerleaders of the dance teams, always trying to keep the crowd motivated, keep the crowd going.
It's one of them things that just adds to the experience.
Absolutely does. You've definitely got to be here to experience it fully. Whenever the bands actually get their chanting and everything going, the crowd mics might not pick it up as well. Good open pass, number 11, caught it that time. There's the 1st down he was expecting the last time. He'll be pushed out of bounds. There's going to be a sideline warning on Fleming, and they're going to spot this at the 35.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line of the Golden Eagles. 43 seconds to go in the 1st quarter.
So that's the catch that James Waters needed 2 first downs ago, but he got it this time and he got a little bit of extra yardage. So we'll give it to him this time and just say it was an equipment malfunction the last time. It's going to be a handoff. He's going to gain about, they're going to spot 2 from the line judge that I'm seeing, but I will say once you get all those bodies in there, it's pretty hard to figure out exactly how many yards they're gaining. I would have called 3 there, but they're going to give him 2. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 with counting down 20 seconds left in this 1st quarter. Definitely going to hear the bands for sure, especially during halftime. Those halftime shows are good watches. Jarius almost gets to him. Good catch. Did he hold on? He did. And they're going to inbounds. 3rd and 1. And that's going to end the 1st quarter. They're going to give a 3rd and 1 to start the 2nd quarter at the 26. We'll be right back as they swap sides to your action here on Friday Night Lights on Sunshine State Broadcasting.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, another thank you to First Baptist Church of Orange Park for your partnership with Sunshine State Broadcasting to bring this coverage to all the locals here that just may not have the option of getting out to these games that we're able to get to.
Or also to be able to watch it on demand.
Exactly. On YouTube, live, or afterwards, as it stays in our live feed archive.
3rd down and 1.
And again, going to bring up, we are always looking for partnerships. So if it is something you would like to do, feel free to reach out to us on our social medias or here during the stream. I would be loving to see something like that and get you in contact with us. Again, our social medias, Sunshine State Broadcasting on Facebook, X, Twitter, or as they call it, and Instagram. Sunshine State Broadcasting at gmail.com. I know the little flyer says Courtney at ssbjacks.com. We can still be reached there, but do Sunshine State Broadcasting at gmail.com. It's a little easier for us to catch as it goes and filter. We filter it from there. All right, so another, they got the 1st down. So 1st down at the 25. A handoff up the middle.
Mills
Gets
with the
about
carry.
6 on the carry.
Tackle made by number 26, Levi Cox. Gain will be to the 19-yard line. Second down and 5 for Orange Park.
And that will bring up second and, I'm going to say 5. It looks like they've got it spotted. No, it is second and 4. They've got it spotted at the 19. Drop snap. 8 up in the background. Jarius Rogers was there. Sack. His first of the night. Man, that guy is fast.
Number 9 is the first one to get to him.
That is not something you need to happen, especially coming up into the red zone.
That's going to bring up third down and 7.
They were just inside the red zone at the 19, and now they're back out of it at the 21 with a third down. They have to get to the 15 in order to stay alive in this drive. And at this point, they have ate up about 8 minutes of time. They had 5 minutes of time. They had 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And they have ate up 2 minutes of the second so far. Man in motion number 5. It's going to be a passing play. They definitely need this. It's going to be a dump off number 2. Shakes number 21 inside the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Orange Park.
Orange Park with a touchdown. 9:52 to
If
go.
ever there was a touchdown that was ground out, that was it. They worked hard for that one.
They definitely did. That was a dump-off play with nothing going with any of the other receivers. And Garrett Dewey got shaken and juked, and that gave up the touchdown. There was nobody else near. The only other defender trying to trip him up, but he was inside of the 5 at that point. Even if you trip him up, he's inside the end zone. A very low kick, but it is good. That will put them ahead after that very long drive to give them the lead. 1 point.
So the question here now is, Garrett, how does that set up the game?
I mean, I'm not going to say this is going to be a close one, just because of the amount of time and plays that took Orange Park. They had 3 fourth down conversions that it took them to get that distance. Granted, they did get them, but one of them, they were tripped up, and he just stumbled across the first down. The second one, I don't think that that's the play that they need to have. They definitely need to have third down conversions, not fourth down conversions, if they want this to stay a game that they're going to stay in. Fleming, I won't say walked down the field, but Fleming was not that contested going down the field. They were running down the field very easily. They just had good clock management. And Orange Park is going to have some third down conversions and some good offense to keep them out of those fourth down spots, because they only went on 4th and 1. They're going to boot straight up, little squib kick, and he's going to run into his own man.
Ball recovered by the Golden Eagles.
It is going to be recovered by number 20, Eric Charles, and I believe number 35, Zion Longmire. Looks like they were both there. I'll give credit to both of them. I think Zion ended up coming up with the ball. But, I mean, they were at Orange Park was at 4th and 1 situations. If that turns into a 4th and 3, a 4th and 5, a 4th and 7, they're punting the ball. That is not a situation you want to be in regularly in this game. They need something to change, and that needs to be their third down conversions in order for that to be a realistic game scenario for them.
But give them credit, though. At least they got it done.
They absolutely
They might have
did.
took the long route, but, they did it.
They absolutely did. It's going to be a handoff. He is not wanting to go down. We're going to give him 8. I'm going to say 8 on the play. It looks like they may be spotting 9.
Excuse me, 44. They'll mark him at the 45.
45.
I'm looking forward to Fleming Island's response.
I absolutely am. I mean, they've already in the first play. That's going to be a little dump off again to number 2. He is 8 up in the backfield. Flag flies.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll stop the clock for a moment, bring up third down until we hear what the penalty is. That flag, he threw that way up. If it had been bleacher side. It may have reached all the way up to us. He was making sure everybody saw that go. We're still waiting on the call. And it looks like he's spotting it back. It's going to be waved off, so no penalty.
Penalty marker waved off.
Well, at least we know he's got a good arm, and we're going to see those flags. Waved off. They're going to spot it at the 45, no gain. And it'll bring up second, scratch that. This should be third down, yep.
Some have a good arm with the ball, some with the flag.
Oh, there it is. That hard count. We've seen that.
Penalty marker on the play.
That'll give him the first. So what they didn't make up with the last pass, they will gain with a offsides.
Penalty puts the ball at the 50-yard line. That's going to be a first down, Golden Eagles.
And they are going to run the clock after moving the chains, so we will get that restarted for you. First down, Fleming Island. It's going to be to the left-hand side of the field. He's going to scramble back to the right side, back at the 50, the 45, the 40, where he will finally be stopped.
And it gets across the 40-yard line into Orange Park territory.
And that will be enough for a first down.
First down, Golden Eagles.
That was definitely a great cutback heads-up play from number 2, Tristan Stevenson, who is, again, we've called his number quite a few times tonight. And it's going to be a timeout, Orange Park, wisely taken after, as we said, Fleming Island's response has just been, we're going to march down the field, and they've not had a fourth down pop up thus far.
Yep, they're just going to bulldoze their way down.
This is, I mean, definitely a team that we needed to see last week. We'll give them the credit for actually having it happen this week, as coming off of a severe defeat like that is not something that's easily recovered. I imagine probably the talk the coaches had during practice was, hey, forget that one. We know they're a tough team. We knew they were going to be tough to beat or even score against, so let's put that one in the back of our minds and go back next week.
Back to the drawing board.
Yep. All right, we are waiting for the continuation. Again, it is first down, 8 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in your second quarter. Orange Park 7, Fleming 6 after a, I'll say a botched kick by Sertivan, which we have not seen the boot do thus far.
In a long time.
I don't think I saw him do that until like early last season, honestly. He was very good throughout last season, and he has been good thus far. It's going to be a handoff.
Keeper.
That was definitely a good, good fake out there. Eric Gentry keeping it. I thought number 5 had the ball. And Orange Park player is going to be down. We'll stop the clock. I didn't even start it, so we'll run the clock down to where it stopped. And that will bring up second down, 2nd and 5. And just delayed to get up. That's number 54, Jeremiah Jennings for Orange Park. Good to see him up on his feet, just probably shaking up on the play. Honestly, I will say, I mean, I'm obviously up in the stands. That was a good fake out by Fleming. I thought number 5, Oliver Pachota, had the ball. Turns out Gentry had kept it and scrambled himself for 5. And I think that faked out a lot of the Orange Park defenders too, because I saw them going after him, which is why I was following Pachota.
So you admitted to being tricked, right?
I definitely admit to being tricked. That was a good trickery by Fleming there. And it obviously worked for 5 yards, so we'll call it what it is. Number 15 in motion, direct snap, keeping it up the right side, easily getting the first down. They're going to spot him at the 25, first down. And as we said, Fleming Island just doing what essentially Oakleaf did against them last week. They're just imposing their will in the run game down the field. And I expect them to expect themselves to score on this drive. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they go for 2 to try to even up that kick that Sertivan missed. Not necessarily because they don't trust his leg, but just to even up the score. Another run.
Big deal.
And he is just going to pull people down, 9-yard gain.
16-yard
and that's going to be a 2nd and 1.
He'll pick up 9, 2nd down and 1 for the Golden Eagles.
And that again was Cedric McNeil, number 15 on the carry. Another handoff, give it to him again. There's the first down and more. He's inside the 10 at the 7. They will stop the clock to move the chains, and that's another first down Fleming. And as we said, just imposing their will, driving down this field. Cedric McNeil with a lot of yards so far in the game. You've got Tristan Stevenson with a lot of yards this game.
And of course, they're going to fancy themselves to just run this one into the end zone.
Called by Orange Park.
Orange Park is going to call another
timeout of the half.
7:13 left to go, with Fleming Island within 7 of scoring again. And as I said, I kind of expect them just to go for a 2-point to try to even up the score, so that if Orange Park were to score again, they are not at still a point deficit. It's evened up. Again, not to say we don't trust the Boots foot, but or the Boots boot. Just hey, make up the mistake that happened, and we'll get you on the next one. That's what I would do if I was coaching. I mean, we've driven down the field thus far. It's been pretty easy. We haven't really been stopped. Might as well pick up the 2, even up the game, or take the lead with a 7-point lead versus a 6-point lead. I don't know. We'll have to see what they do after this timeout. Orange Park coming back out on the field. Fleming offensive coaches obviously coaching their kids and getting them, hey, this is what we're going to do. And here they come.
And what we're going to do, we're going to bulldoze our way in.
I wouldn't expect them to do anything less.
It has worked so far, why not?
Down at the 7-yard line.
They definitely have different, I believe it's number 3 in the backfield, Brady Digman. So they're not going to leave it up to McNeil to run it in.
Get tripped up.
They're going to give it to him. He's going to get to the 5.
Short gain is to the 5.
So second and goal, second and 5 left to go to the goal line. Here comes McNeil, and maybe he'll bulldoze it in. That was Brady Digman giving McNeil a breather for a play.
McNeil in the backfield, number 30.
Playing a little 1-2 combo with the running backs. I mean, that really does good for a team. And Gentry's going to keep it himself. And touchdown, Fleming Island. Gentry does a little keeper, pushes through the line, gaining the 5 yards needed to get them to the goal line. Touchdown, Fleming Island, Eric Gentry. Not without support from his team. We'll give credit to Cedric McNeil, Brady Digman, and Tristan Stevenson on that drive, getting them all the way there. They are going to leave it up to Sertivin for the boot to just put up 6 in the lead instead of doing for 2 and being a 7 lead. So this, if the boot is good, will put them at 13. And I doubt we will see 2 mess-ups in a row from him. Unless there's something with the handler going on, I doubt it will happen. There it is. It is good. That's what we've come to expect from him, even with this win that we're hearing. I don't think it's affecting down on the field too much. That's the boot we expect to see. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that play call there. Not necessarily because I don't, again, as I've said, I don't trust the boot's foot. It's just you've put yourself at a 6-point lead instead of a 7 just to even it out. I don't know. We'll see how that affects them maybe later in the game if Orange Park continues to do their drives down the field.
But, you know, he needed that kick, though.
He did. He needed that one back.
Yeah.
That was definitely something that he needed to gain back for his own self-confidence. That's not something you like to see a kicker do. You definitely saw him hanging his head on that last one. So I can't really down them too much for giving him that.
The thing is that he has set his standards so high.
He really has. I mean, he even has come up to us multiple times and be like, hey, how many do you want me to put on the board? I mean, he's done it. We've said, all right, like 4 extra points in the field goal if you can. And he's done it before.
And I'm sure that makes Mom proud. Definitely.
She's already stated she loves the nickname The Boot. We already know he has one. He's done multiple touchback kicks thus far. And again, the only miss we've seen thus far this season from us. I'd have to look at his stats on Game Changer to see if he's done any other misses, but I don't expect so. He may have had 1 or 2 more. But it's going to be fielded at the 1, pulled out. Ooh, big hit at about the 26.
Just across the 25-yard line.
That's going to be number 5 on the carry, Xavier Jones on the carry, bringing it out and gaining them a little 5 extra yards. We'll run the clock down to 6:25 where it was stopped, as I don't really run double kickoffs since there's too much action going on. But they're going to take their FHSAA water break, and we will take a break as well and be right back after a word from our partner.
The Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Once again, a warm thank you to First Baptist Church of Orange Park for your partnership with us during this football season. We look forward to many more games. Jarius Rogers not being able to stop him. A cluster of Eagles ultimately tackled number 47. That's Thomas Thrasher thrashing him on that tackle after multiple Eagles could not stop him, the first of which was Jarius Rogers nearly having him, but it is still nonetheless a loss on the play, bringing them back to the 21, so a loss of officially 5 on that play. That going nowhere for Orange Park. Fleming Island was all over that. That is the defense that we need to see them continue to do if this is going to be an easy game for them.
And that was rather ambitious from Orange Park.
It really was. I mean, to run, and not to say you can't run the ball, but to run the ball to Jarius Rogers' side, the guy is lightning fast, and he's wicked tall.
Yeah, he's powerful.
I mean, you can tell he's a little winded on this play. He's not running nearly as fast. They're going to pass it, nobody there, throwing it away. There was nothing going on that one.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for Orange
Park. 3rd and 15, and we will stop the clock at 5:17. You can definitely tell he was winded on that one. He was not moving nearly as fast after obviously missing a tackle, sprinting after the guy. But the guy is wicked fast, super tall, super strong, and he's already being looked at by multiple colleges, offered scholarships. I know we talked about him a little bit last year. I don't know if he's taking any of them, but I believe Notre Dame was one of the ones he was being looked at by. Passing play, intercepted, no receiver there. At the 10, the 5, walks it in, touchdown, Golden Eagles. That's going to be a pick 6. Chase Donaldson, number 4. There was no Orange Park receiver there. The quarterback and the receivers not on the same page at all, and that is going to put Fleming Island up another 6, 19-7. Their defense giving them some extra points, Sertivant on to have the boot through the uprights.
You know, you said there was no, the quarterback and the receivers were not on the same page. Not sure if they were on the same field.
I mean,
that was so wide open for Fleming Island.
It really was. I know we talked about it with the Orange Park pass that was dropped where there was nobody within 7. I mean, there was no Orange Park receiver within 7 on that one. I mean, he was farther down the field than the ball was even thrown, and then the very next receiver that was close was 7 yards in the field, way overthrown or way underthrown, one of the two, not anywhere on the same page. The boot puts it through. That's going to be an extra point for him, tacking on his stat sheet. Your score 20-7 after a pick 6 by Chase Donaldson. Man, that is not what you want to see as Orange Park.
So once again, what happens now is that Orange Park, they're now going to have to even dig deeper. If they had to dig deep to start the game, now they're going to have to dig deeper because a pick 6 is never good.
Never good.
It knocks the wind out of you.
I mean, you expect to see offensive scores in a game. You know they're going to happen, or at least you hope they're going to happen, as Fleming hoped last week and they just didn't. You hope that they're going to happen. What you hope doesn't happen is a pick six or even a defensive touchdown period, whether it's a fumble recovered for a touchdown, a safety. You don't want any type of defensive points going on the board, and they've stacked up 6 right there.
But help me here, Garrett. Wasn't there a pick 6 in the game, Orange Park versus Oakleaf?
There was. So that's a reoccurring thing for them. There was a pick 6 Oakleaf had.
Not good.
So I don't know what they had last week. I know they won. I don't know if there was a pick 6 last week. I would assume by the win that there wasn't. But, again, I was not at the game. We might have to ask some of the coaches, hey, is this pick 6 a 3-week-in-a-row occurrence at this point? Because if it is, you wonder what they're going to do to fix that. The boot is going to boot it into the end zone for a touchback, so that will bring Orange Park out to the 20 to start their next drive, hopefully not ending in another defensive scoring for Fleming. That's definitely not what you like to see as your offensive coach, watching your players throw a ball where there's nobody at. You would rather him throw it away or even just try to scramble back to the line of scrimmage than throw a pick 6.
Which I think he did on the play before. He threw it away because
he did.
He had no options.
He did, and it was a very smart throw the play before. And low snap, it gets the handoff and stuffed actually behind the line. They're going to spot it back at the line.
Ty Street, number 20 or 17 and 21 is Garrett Dewey.
They're going to call 17 and 21 Ty Street and Garrett Dewey on that stop. And number 40, Preston Bombala. You might as well call the entire Fleming defensive line at this point. Jarius Rogers as well. They're doing an amazing job up there. This is not a position you like to be in as Orange Park. Down this far, nearly sacked. He's going to throw it again. Got a good pass off. Ball is loose. They're going to say no. They're going to say an incomplete pass as he did not maintain possession through the catch.
The receiver did not have possession long enough.
I don't know how much I like that call, honestly.
3rd down and 10.
I think he had the ball. He definitely got spun around, but 2 feet is considered. I don't know. I don't know if high school is the same rules. I thought 2 feet is considered momentum. And at that point, I mean, even though it's a spin, he had 2 feet planted to continue. I don't know if I like that call. I would have been a little livid if I was Fleming coaching staff on that. Scrambling again.
Not good.
He's going to throw again on the sideline. And they're going to say caught. They're going to say caught on that pass.
Enough for an Orange Park first down.
And I will run the clock down as I forgot to start it once again. They're going to say caught for a first down at the 40 for a first down.
So obviously that's a play that's prominent on the playbook.
I mean, I would say it probably needs to because it's working. That is.
I mean when it works, it looks good, but when
you definitely
doesn't.
see it happen in the NFL or even in college, where the quarterback is just going to scramble to the side of the field and have his receiver basically sit almost at the sideline, keep the 2 toes in, and try to get it. Oh, couldn't hold on to it. That would have been a beautiful catch by number 4, Brock Fleege. We've called him before. Just couldn't hold on to it.
Well, I tell you what, can't blame the quarterback on that one.
No, that pass was there.
Pinpoint pass.
Definitely was there. They have not stopped the clock on an incomplete pass. I'm really confused. Okay, the official's seeing it as well. So I'm glad it's not just me. And we'll see what they reset the clock to, if they even try to. I mean, it's high school football. I would like to see them do that, though. I'm going to run mine down to the 4-minute mark because I don't think that was more than 11 seconds on that play. It is going to be a 2nd and 10. And we'll wait to see what they reset it to, because it looks like they are going to do that. 3:48. They're going to say 3:48. I don't feel like that was a 20-second play, but
2nd down coming up for Orange
23-second play, but that's what they're going to call it. All right, second down, and our clock will basically run when the snap hits. There it goes. Handoff. Met at the line, Jarius Rogers.
Rogers is the first one to grab the ball.
We're going to call him again. And again, we've already said he's been looked at. He is a powerhouse on that side. I don't want to say avoid the left side, but if he's there, you need to find a hole that's, left middle, not left side. His arms are long enough, even if you are left side and he's being blocked, he can reach that arm out.
Like a tree.
Yeah, and just grab you. That's all he did there. He's pretty much wrapped him into his own lineman and just stopped him. Another handoff keeper, actually. He's going to flick it. Jarius Rogers in pursuit, and it's not going to get him. It's actually going to be number 15, Cedric McNeil. Oh, 19, sorry. David Fuentes. I think we said happy birthday, David Fuentes, last year. We'll have to see if we catch him on his game on his birthday this year. David Fuentes back on the screen here at Sunshine State Broadcasting. Good tackle, good stop. It's going to be fourth down. This is what I said they don't want to be in. This is definitely going to be a punting unit brought on the field. It's going to be a 4th and 7. This is where I said if you're Orange Park and you're getting to those 4th downs and it's that 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're fine. But as soon as it's that 4th and 7, 4th and 5 even, you bring on the punting unit, and that's where it's going to sit. Timeout is going to be called Fleming Island.
To go in the first half.
And that'll bring them That'll bring them 3 minutes and 9 seconds closer to halftime with a 20-7 lead. So, and this is, again, just going to be a punt from Orange Park. So Fleming going to make the most of their 3 minutes left, trying to score a touchdown on, I would assume, obviously. They are not going to have a very long field. Even if the kick goes as far as the 20, we've seen them do it within 3 minutes. They're going to have some type of hurry-up offense, I would assume. And we're going to have Sebastian Cruz, who we've seen, obviously, has got some speed. We're going to see him back to return. And number 4 for Orange Park, Brock Afliji, back to kick. He's a kicker wide receiver, so a dual purpose for them. We'll see if he's got any type of boot to compare to Sertivin. He's going to kick basically from the 35. It's going to land at the 25. He's cutting back to the opposite side. Open field, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. There is a penalty flag. 20, 15. He's going to be down at about the 4. There is a penalty flag, so we will stop the clock for now. 2 penalty flags, actually. Back at the 35. I would assume maybe a block in the back or some type of holding on the receiving team, as that's normally what's called here. Normally something that's going to bring it back would be a receiving team holding or a block in the back. And it looks like they motioned holding. We'll have to see what the official says, the white hat. Yep, holding. Nope, yeah, block in the back on the receiving. And that's going to bring it back from the 4 to the 35.
Penalty will be against the Golden Eagles for a
They're going to enforce it from the 35, where the penalty was, which will push them back to the 25, which is where he received the ball. So that entire run negated, as we said, by penalties.
Golden Eagles.
Definitely time to catch his breath. Was definitely a good run. I would have rather have taken, obviously, the 4-yard line versus the 25 on the opposite end of the field, but I guess his teammate had other plans. That could have been why he had such a good run. We'll have to maybe look at that one in the replay highlight reel and see. It's going to be a pass, and he's going to pick up the first down.
35-yard line.
He's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be, as you probably heard on the crowd, Oliver Pachota, number 5. Then as we wind down 2:37 as he came out, we will be providing coverage of the halftime show as we have at every game. This is in support of the bands at both high schools. we'll have the crowd mic on and take a break as we take a breather and get some refreshments.
The Golden Eagles.
Yep. They're going to enforce another penalty. So that 10-yard is going to be negated. First and 15. So again, we talk about the penalties once more. And I wonder, yeah, there's the that's going to be a defensive offsides. And, over on the sidelines, a little extra action after play. Gentry saying, hey, I'm out of bounds. The player saying, I don't care, I want you down. There's going to be a penalty. It's probably going to be encroachment. We'll see if they take it. I mean, it's going to give them, I believe, 10, which would have been 3 more than he got. And it did. I mean, there's still, I mean, we know. In the stands. That is not what you like to see. That is not what you want to see. Parents, control your kids. We're going to have some CCSO come in here and stop this and break this up. They seem to have got it mostly subdued. That is not what you want to see. And the officials obviously not concerned that the patrons are. I would expect to see both of those individuals, I mean, probably a few of them, escorted off the field. He's going to try to move, and CCSO is just going to obviously say, nope, you're not going anywhere. Come back. I mean, we've seen it happen at games where Orange Park is coming over to the Fleming side. There's obviously heated events between the schools. They're not friendly. They are crosstown rivals. It happens. But not something you like to see in the stands. They are going to enforce the penalty. Like I said, it's going to give them 3 more than they had. So even though he had a good run, it's still going to be a 1st and 5, which is better than a 2nd and 7. And there's not much that you like to see at a rivalry game. Obviously, good passing, good playing. But not fights, not in the stands, not on the field. So, and as I'm sure the school staff would love to hear, we definitely condemn any type of violence on the field and off the field. So, not what you want to see here. I imagine CCSO will wrap that up pretty quickly, and we have 2:35 left to go in this second half. And the officials are just kind of convening at the 30, trying to, I guess, get this sorted on the field as the athletic staff and school staff try to get this sorted off the field. Well, welcome to Sunshine State Broadcasting, whoever you two were. You'll definitely be a little bit famous.
Gentry alone in the backfield.
Pass to number 5.
Pichota
catching it. He's going to cut back to the opposite side, making it back to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 44. And a penalty flag is going to fly. That's probably going to be an unnecessary roughness, and the officials having to run over the side. No fighting, just definitely some after the play effects. I would assume some unnecessary roughness as he was already out of bounds. And again, Orange Park players just continuing to try to throw. We'll see what they're going to call this. They're going to mark him out of the bounds at the 45, which is well enough for a first down. Golden Eagles, 2:21 at the clock stop. We've seen it once before where the game has gotten so heated where they just call the game. I don't think that they would do that before the half. But if it doesn't stop, they definitely will. I mean, it's completely up to the athletic staff. It's not the officials' call, but they definitely will convene with the athletic staff. And we've seen it happen at Orange Park. I believe that was during our basketball season, was it not?
15-yard. Be marked at the 40-yard line of Orange Park.
Play the 2:21, go to halftime, calm down, we know tensions are high at these schools. They obviously, both teams want to win. Both teams are trying to play hard. And obviously we don't have crowd mics or on-the-field mics, but we know that there's trash talk happening. It's high school football. There's another penalty, and it's going to be a sideline warning against Orange Park.
Against Orange Park, it's a sideline warning.
Yeah, I don't believe that will be enforceable. I believe they're just going to give a sideline warning. If it happens again, then they will enforce the yardage occurring with that. Just play the 2:21, but guys, get off the field, go to halftime, calm down, come back and play some good, get a drink, play some good football, and that's it. For the people in the stands, definitely the players, I would assume, are going to have some type of Gatorade. He's going to keep it. What was number 20 doing from Orange Park? Gentry's going to keep it first down and more. Number 20 got shaken. Didn't even know where the ball was. That's going to be Akai Strother. Gentry just walks right by him. And that's going to give him enough for 13 yards, maybe 12. Easily. Man, if I am that coach, I know that they've got film crews up here with us. That is something I'm reviewing. Like, hey, they definitely are. Whatever has been happening, then they're going to bring Gentry out, maybe for equipment. I'm not sure. That's what it looks like he's trying to talk about. They're going to bring Gentry out, and number 16 is going to take his place, Grayson Critch, for maybe a down or two. They may have him finish out the quarter. We don't know. Pass number 18. Caught. He's going to keep going to about the 17. That is going to be Noah Volton.
Noah Volton, number 18.
Good catch. Yep, that's going to – Gentry's going back in, like I said. Backup quarterback going in for a play. Good throw. Get you on the camera a little bit there, buddy. Good throw. Good pickup from Noah Volton. It's going to be – I did not even start the clock. Thank you, announcer, for saying something. Let's cut that down to 1:37. There we go. It is going to be a second down. The handoff, number 3. Digman, and he is inside the 20, inside the red zone, to the 18. And Sertivan's going to come off, probably to rest, because they assume he's going to have some type of boot come up pretty soon.
Going to be another first down.
That will be enough for a first down.
Golden Eagles have entered the Mr. Gordo's red zone.
If it produces it, even if it doesn't, I mean, they're well within Sertivan's boot range. So they're going to come out with 3 no matter what. It's going to be Digman on the carry again, inside the 15. They're going to spot it at the 14. It's going to be a timeout of Fleming. So they have 1 remaining on each side. And my clock is under, so 58 seconds when they called the clock stop. I was at 44, not too terribly off. Better than the minute and a half I was earlier. And luckily enough, everything in the stand seems to have cooled off. I imagine that at some point with this Clay County rivalries, they will have to have something enforced with fans staying on their own side of the field. Because anytime we've seen it, even at other games, it's always been someone from the opposite team coming to the wrong side of the field starting something, or being talked to by that side and then just getting heated. It's going to be the Fleming dance team. We're going to have some little show going while we're waiting for this to continue. To some fireball by Pitbull. Fireball. All right, Gentry's going to start us off again. This is going to be first down, 2nd and 5. Good pass. Oh, Oliver Pachota. Good snag. No coverage. Pretty much walks in. Good hands there, buddy. Touchdown. Get you on the board. Get you in the highlight reel.
53 seconds to go in the first half.
I mean, he had a defender coming up on him, but again, it wasn't the 7 yards we've talked about earlier, but it was definitely at least 3, which we've seen Pechota make catches with someone on him. So good hands there from him. Oh, they're going to fake it. This is the 2-point I was waiting for. I don't think he's going to get it, though. No.
Is going to be short of the goal line.
With the lead, though, I don't think that's really a bad call either. Definitely was a good attempt at a fake. That was going to be Grayson Critch to throw to Parker Sertivin. He couldn't get it in. He got it to about the 3, and just wasn't enough. It really was. They basically said, look, we know we've got the lead well enough. We know we missed a field goal earlier. Why not get it back now with 53 seconds left in the half? Yep. Even though they didn't get it, it still shows they are willing to take the risk because they just see themselves as that dominant in this game. I would definitely say so. I mean, 53 seconds left to go in this first half. If it's me, we've already seen heat from the Orange Park side. Again, I'm more for sportsmanship than winning. Most coaches just want to win. I'm going to do some type of just kneel, run the clock out, or just run the clock down, get out of this half, go to the sidelines for halftime, talk about what's going on, get my players calmed down. I'm not going to try to do any type of actual scoring. 53 seconds. They're going to touch back from the boot.
Orange Park takes over on their own 20-yard line.
Lavinia says, go Golden Eagles. Go Golden Eagles. They're definitely putting a show on here for you tonight. So the ball will be brought out to the 20 with 53 seconds left for Orange Park to do something with if they choose. Again, I'm not the coach, but if I was the coach, I'm just going to run this clock down and get my team to the sidelines so we can figure out what the heck is going on and why we're having these unnecessary roughness penalties and why we've got such apparently an attitude issue. But I'm not the coach, so we'll see what they do here. They're going to pass, so they are trying to get down the field. Drop ball.
Pass is incomplete.
And that won't even run really a second off the clock. I mean, maybe 2, but they didn't seem to start the clock, so we'll leave ours where it is. I mean, it was pretty much not going to go anywhere from the start. He would have gained maybe 2 yards, but can't. Yeah, we've said before, you got to catch it. And I believe that was number 4, Brock Afligi on the attempted catch. And, I mean, I know whenever I was playing, we had gloves. I mean, they weren't like illegal or anything. We had them. But if you couldn't catch the ball with gloves, you weren't allowed to wear them. Oh, he's going to be brought down. It's going to be Jarius Rogers and number 55, Landon Howard. We're going to give Landon Howard credit. Jarius Rogers on the half of that. It's going to be a sack. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And 13
for Orange Park.
And as we've said once before, this defensive line of the Golden Eagles proving that look, at this point, there's 24 seconds left, which, again, I have not started the clock. 24 seconds left. Just run this down because you're not going anywhere. They have been pushed back.
Ball handed
Ball is got up to the 20. Looks like it might have popped loose, but
gain is to the 21.
No, did not pop loose. Either way, it's going to be stopped, and that'll run out the second quarter to the 21. So for a total of 53 seconds, they gained 1 yard in 4 downs. And that was after they were pushed back. So we'll call it nothing and just get this halftime show going. Before we go to the halftime show, I'd like to thank our sponsors and partners again, First Baptist Church of Orange Park, and like to mention if you would like to partner with us, feel free to reach out to us on our social medias, on the YouTube broadcast, our Instagram, our X, our Facebook, Sunshine State Broadcasting at gmail.com. We will run our partnership hat, and we will be back with your halftime show.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Homecoming. As soon as the band gets set, we will start with our homecoming court.
And as I stated, this will be the halftime show for the Fleming Island halftime. It is homecoming for Fleming Island, so they will start with their homecoming court. I will have the crowd mic up so you guys can hear, and we will be back after halftime. We'll see you then.
Representing the class of 2029, Elijah Sevilla, escorted by his mom, Samantha Sevilla. Representing the class of 2029, Jerica Paradise, escorted by her father, Jeremy Paradise. Representing the class of 2028, Gavin Boyson, escorted by his mother, Michelle Boyson. Representing the class of 2028, Michelle Pham, escorted by her father, Michael Pham. Representing the class of 2027, Corey Demas, escorted by his mom, Enrica Demas. Representing the class of 2027, Camille Summers, escorted by her father, Thomas Summers. Representing the senior class of 2026, Joshua Crockwell, escorted by his mother, Erin Crockwell. Representing the senior class of 2026, Sayana Williams, escorted by her uncle, Charles Mons. Representing the class of 2026, Sebastian Cruz, escorted by his mother, Ryan Cruz. Representing the class of 2026, Riley Jennings, escorted by her father, Jamie Jennings. Please give it up for the 2025 homecoming court. Y'all can do better than that. Give it up for the homecoming court. All right. Mr. Pittman's going to get them all together here. And then, if we could have a drum roll, please. The 2025 Homecoming Court King, Sebastian Cruz! Every king needs a queen. Could we have a drum roll, please? Your 2025 homecoming queen, Riley Jennings! Please give it up again for your homecoming court. Congratulations to the king and queen.
packets. Cheese sticks. Nice.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
We are coming into the waning moments of the halftime show. With it being homecoming night, we got the procession of the homecoming court. Obviously, we saw Sebastian Cruz was pronounced king. I apologize, I did not catch the name of the queen, but I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind reviewing that back to catch her name. Congrats to everyone on the homecoming court here at Fleming Island High School. The Fleming Island Eagles have taken back to the field for their halftime warm-up. Orange Park still not on their side of the field yet. I imagine they're probably getting a stern talking to with some of the unnecessary roughness penalties and such. We'll be right back with the start of the second half, third quarter. We'll roll a couple more of the commercials and again the sponsorship where you can contact us, and then we'll be back for the resuming of your broadcast. Your current score at halftime: Fleming Island 26, Orange Park 7. I'll be back with some updates with some of the scores around the district, and we can see what's going on there. We'll be right back.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
right, we've got an additional 2:40 left to go in the halftime. I'll read off some of the scores that we've got going on. Currently, sorry, excuse the wind, as it seems to want to fight me tonight with the microphones. I'll turn off the other mic so it's not as bad. All right, currently, Oakleaf against Hawthorne. Oakleaf leads 21-7. And that is, I'm assuming, going to be another good victory for them. I don't know how far into the game they are, but if they are fairly similarly timed than us, it's probably either halftime or returning from halftime. So looks to be like they are going to try to continue their lead to a 4-0. Obviously, your score currently here, 26-7. Let's see who else we've got. Let's see who's Bulls, because that's going to be our game next week, who they're facing off. Currently at halftime, Bulls versus Bishop Kenny. Bulls is 2-1 on the season. Bishop Kenny's 2-0 on the season. Your score currently 29-0 Bulls at halftime. So currently stomping Bishop Kenny at halftime and looking to lead their score into next week 3-1 against Oakleaf, 29-0 at halftime against, again, Bishop Kenny. Who else is a team that we've watched? Obviously we're here at Orange Park. We know Oakleaf score. Who else would we like to hear?
What's happening with Mandarin?
Mandarin, let's see. I know we looked at them a little bit earlier, actually. I did. Let me see.
Because I think they're one of the teams that Oakleaf is going to come up against later in the season.
They are. Mandarin, current score. And again, this wind is wicked up here.
You know something about the wind, Garrett? When the sun was up, the wind was nice.
Oh, yeah.
The sun has disappeared. It's a whole different story.
Now it's starting to get cold, yeah. All right, so currently Mandarin versus Bradford. We saw Bradford, I think, once or twice last year. I don't remember.
Basketball.
Yeah, we saw their basketball. I don't remember their football of anything of note.
Tyron Jackson, can't forget him.
Yeah. Mandarin currently leads 14-0 against Bradford. And I know we'll see them later in the year against Oakleaf. We've covered Bowls. Let's look at Clay. We haven't looked at Clay much yet. I don't think we've seen a game with them.
Yep, opening game, Clay Fleming.
Oh, that's right,
we did. First game.
That we did. Mm-hmm. My brain is mistaking me. They currently are facing Tucoy Creek. Oh, that's a tough one. They are currently losing 35-7 against Tucoy Creek. And again, with all these games kind of starting at the same time, 7 o'clock, I would imagine all of these are at halftime or coming back from halftime into the third quarter. So we'll say halftime, Tucoy Creek 35, Clay 7.
Half. Golden Eagles will kick off. Parker Sertivan.
Let's look at Ridgeview. We saw them a little bit last season.
Go out to Coach Otero's wife, Jennifer.
Ridgeview's current season record is 1-2.
Give her a big round of applause right now and a happy birthday.
They are actually on a bye this week, and their next game will be next Friday against Middleburg. We have not seen Middleburg yet.
Last time we saw them last year was district final, them and Fleming.
Yeah, they are currently 3-0. And again, they are on bye for their game next week against Ridgeview. Your kickoff here in the third quarter is going to be a rolling clock. Botched at the 1,
at the goal line,
and he will be brought down at the 5.
Wrap up the ball carrier back inside the 15.
Man, if he had caught that ball, he would have been good. But botching that kick, you should have caught that, man. Botching that drops them back to the 6-yard line. That is not a good position for Orange Park to be in, especially the sacks that Fleming had at the end of the second half that pushed them back. This is, the 11. This is very rough territory for Orange Park to start the half in.
I was about to say.
That is not what you want to see.
They've not done well starting this deep in their own half.
That is not what you want to see. He's going to try to keep it, and he'll get to the line of scrimmage. Gain a little bit. He's going to gain about 5.
Fuente is in on the stop.
What's another team we'd like to see?
Out to about the 17-yard line.
You know what? Let's look at Andrew Jackson. Let's see what they've got going on.
The Tigers.
Let's see what the Andrew Jackson Tigers have going on. Football. They are currently 2-1, facing Matanzas.
A low snap.
Oh, low snap, and there's the sack we were waiting for. And that's going to push them back inside their 5. Right? No, they're going to call it the 11. Why am I getting these lines mixed up? I got a monitor in my way, that's why.
Well, you know, Garrett, when the Fleming Island team was coming out, we heard the chant.
We did.
And, you know, the feel I got, you know, I'm sure the coaching staff told them, we have momentum, let's not lose it.
Yeah.
Let's pound on this team.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 10. They're right back where they started. After what they did gain, they lost on the sack. 3rd down. Another rough start.
Penalty marker on the
penalty
play.
marker. It's going to be a false start. And that's going to push them back inside their 5. Actually, to the 6, unless it's a 10-yarder. I believe it's a 5. It'll push them to 6. Yep, push them back to the 6-yard line. 3rd and 15. All right, Andrew Jackson is 2-1 overall. They are ranked 200 in the state, and they are currently losing to Matanzas 21-12. Oops. I know we didn't see much of their football. We saw a lot of their basketball.
And we're going to see even more this coming
season. Yeah,
we're
definitely going to see more of it.
They have a classic coming up this season.
They do. I believe we are going to try to cover that as well.
Yes, sir.
All right, passing play.
Taylor's throw.
And caught. That is going to put them 4th and 2.
Can I just say that was impressive?
That was a very impressive catch. That is very much what you want to see your receiver core doing.
And the catch.
Yeah, that's very much what
throw. It was on pinpoint. But the question here, why can't we see it more often?
Just the consistency from the receivers to break away from their defenders, really. 4th and 2, they're going to try to go for it. I imagine probably just a direct snap run. Oh, yep, direct snap, and he's got it. He's got it. They're going to keep pushing. They're going to mark him with the forward progress. That's enough for a 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down for Orange Park from the 24.
And we'll pause for the chains moving. Again, this is not the 4th downs you want to see. We saw, you know, they do have the conversions. I'll give them that much. But 4th and 2, 4th and 3, like we said, that's not where you want to be. It's doable. But the 4th and 7 we saw is very easy territory to get to. And we'll start the clock since the chains are set.
Just making it hard on themselves.
The other botch snap just falling on it. Jarius Rogers nearly there.
Jarius Rogers is there to make sure he stays down.
So now those mistakes
those cost you. That's just a waste of a down, and you lose 4 on that one. So now you're 2nd and 14, 2nd and 13, somewhere in there.
So you
back
ended
at
the
your
half.
20-yard line.
You ended the half not in a good place. You're starting the half
in a worse place, honestly. You ended the half at your 21. You're starting your half after a 4th down conversion and a 1st down botch snap at your 20, right where you ended. There's going to be a fake pass. Coverage was there. Number 4, Chase Donaldson.
Incomplete.
And dragging his receiver to the ground, saying, no, not in my house. I believe he did get a slight talk from the referee about that. But, I mean, he's making a play on the ball. He got his receiver. The kid's playing ball. You can't deny it. Who's another team that's playing?
13.
We checked Mandarin, we checked Andrew Jackson, we checked Clay.
You said Middleburg has a bye?
Middleburg is bye. It's going to be a rolling pass, no receiver intended.
Pass thrown away.
Yeah, I mean, number 12 intended, but nowhere near.
Rogers.
That's going to be Jaden Fields intended. And he and his defender were kind of locked up, getting nowhere. And that's going to bring up that 4th down we talked about, 4th and 14. You definitely bring out the punting unit here. And I will try to jump back to the live chat on the phone as I was using that for the stats. If there's any teams you guys would like to see, I know you guys can look it up on Max Preps, but we can definitely pop it up here. Take a look at it. Ooh, could not get the punt off, and he's going to be taken down at the 11 or the 12-yard line. That is going to be a turnover in immaculate position for Fleming Island. There was, I don't know which defender there, but couldn't get the punt off. That would have been a blocked punt recovered for a touchdown. So smart of them to eat the punt, but it's ultimately going to lead to a 1st and 10 at the 12 for Fleming Island to start off this third quarter. With, again, my miscalculation of the clock, 8:05, because I just left it running. 8:05 left to go, so 4 minutes, 8 off the clock in what is going to end up being a less than a minute touchdown drive for Fleming to start the third quarter. Handoff to the right side. 5, touchdown, 1 play, number 15, Cedric McNeil. Rack up 6, put it on the board, no flags. After a immaculate stop by their defense on a punt to give them a 12-yard run in for Cedric McNeil for the touchdown, putting them up 32-7. And leaving the offense on because, you know, we wanted the 2 before. We're just going to take it now. We've got momentum. Let's just rack it in. No boot coming on. He is on the field, but not as a kicker. He's going to be on the right-hand side of the offensive line. That's Parker Sertivan we're used to seeing as the boot. He's going to be in there as a lineman, trying to help them get this 2-point conversion. It's going to be a passing play. Open receiver, caught number 2, Tristan Stevenson. Give him the 2-point conversion, put him up 34-7. That's what they were trying to do with Sertivan before the second half. And they just say, you know what, we're going to change it up a little bit and just do it this way instead to Stevenson, our number 1 receiver this game thus far, and put us up 34-7. That's definitely going to be a defensive highlight reel we'll have and an offensive 12-yard highlight run to get them another touchdown. And again, I said within a minute, my clock has continued to run and I'm at 6:23. The game clock, because again, I did not stop it, is at 8:03.
4, 5, 6, 8.
It really does because, I mean, I do recall seeing a very similar scoreboard with Orange Park at Oakleaf. I believe it was 7-39. Something like that. It was a rolling clock, which we are just under. If there was no points on Orange Park's side, we would be 1 point away from a rolling clock. So with that being said, we are 8 points away from a rolling clock here. So another touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and we've got a rolling clock for this game. And the boot is going to send that to the 1, fielded out to the 20, stopped by number 20, Grant Charles. Good stop to keep from getting any better fielding position. They're going to spot it at the 24. For Orange Park, and let's hope they can do something better than their last possession.
Garber Auto Mall is in Green Cove Springs to meet your automotive needs. You pick the
you would think there's only one way to go, and that's up, but I wouldn't say that entirely because it wasn't a pick 6. So really they do have somewhere to go downward. But we're going to hope that they go upward because we want them to obviously have a good game. We support the teams here. We don't like to have one-sided affairs. He's going to get back to the yard of scrimmage in the gain of 2 after he trips. And that will start our clock from 7:58. I am obviously going to be a little bit behind, but that gives me time for some buffer. 2nd down and 8. So, like I said, hopefully there's only one way to go, and that's up. Let's if there's any type of pick six or defensive touchdown, that's obviously down, and that's not the way they want to go. We've seen it already. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we have that's just the cycle. I mean, baseball has a cycle, but that's offensive playing. Oh, tip pass by Jarius Rogers. Number 4, Chase Donald. Not Chase Donald. That's Fleming Island. Brock Afliji could not keep his hands on it because Jarius Rogers tipped it, and it just became unstable to the point where he could not keep a good eye on it to get his hands on it. And Fleege will come out. It is third down. Orange Park making 2 yards worth of progress in 3 downs. And if they don't do anything here for an 8-yard pickup, we'll see the punting unit again. And if it's anything like the last time, it's going to dump off pass. Number 2, he's got the first down, pushed out of bounds. Number 9, Jarius Rogers again. Number 2, Austin Miles is going to be on the reception. At least I believe that's the number that I saw. He's in the huddle right now, but good pickup of the first down to move those chains for them and get them the first down that they desperately needed and better field position so they're not backed up inside their 20 to continue this drive. It seems to be like these dump-off passes have really been the only thing working for them, except for the fact they're doing them so often. Fleming is starting to read them very easily. Going to be a rolling pass caught. Number 5 pushed out of bounds. Oh, running into oh my Lord. Helping him up. That's good sportsmanship there. Oliver Pachota was on the bench, and he got slammed into by their number 5, Xavier Jones. And it looks like Gentry got hit as well, and he seems to be a little hurt on his wrist maybe. They're definitely, joking about it, which hopefully there's no injuries, but Pachota took a direct hit from that. And that's going to be an official timeout at 6:30 left to go. A first down, Orange Park at the 50.
Before we come back to the Rock for home football.
So, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, those mozzarella sticks, man. I know we normally talk about the Orange Park concession stands, but I feel like every school has something that's good. Granted, Oakleaf doesn't really have anything that's considered like a special item like Orange Park has with their band concession stand, but they do. They definitely do. And we're hoping that any of you watching are eating some good food at home because if you're not, it is dinner time or well past it, and it's time to get some food in your belly as we talk about food because we're hungry. All right, 6:30 left to go. It's going to be another dump-off pass. Caught again, number 5, Xavier Jones. And taking out the official hit on the sideline. And it looks like he's just trying to, he's a little bit of smack talk, but he was drilled on the sideline and still talking to the official about, hey, like, they're going to smack talk, I'm going to smack talk is what it looks like. I do notice, it seems to be all civil. I know Orange Park has some ball boys on that side of the Fleming Island line. I don't think Fleming has any on the opposite side. So I wonder if they're just playing ball crew for the entire game. And obviously they're, supporting their teammates but staying civil about it, which is good. Pass was intended for number 5 again, Xavier Jones, and he was hit, could not keep it.
That's going to bring up third down.
And that's, as I have not, I've done good with the clock this time, but not good with the down marker. That's third down and 10 at the 50. So not a good position to be in at 3rd and 10 for Orange Park. You want them to have some type of, 3rd and 7, something more manageable than a 10-yard deficit especially because, again, their fourth down conversions they've only done on a 4th and 1, 4th and 2, and anything past that so far, which the only one being a 4th and 7, they have punted away, and even then the punt did not work. Scrambling, back to the line of scrimmage, being chased down. Jarius Rogers could not finish him off. Scrambling, still getting the first down. It looks like he's eventually taken down by number 12, Javian Turner. Jarius Rogers was there. He just could not keep hands on him to bring him down. And that's going to be enough for the first down. So that was Gabe Taylor on the scramble to get them the first down, being pursued by multiple Fleming Island defenders, ultimately, again, being taken down by Javian Turner, number 12. Good pursuit there to not lead them more yards. That's going to give them the first down to continue their drive and hopefully end up with a score as they would love to have. Another handoff up the middle. Good hole. Ooh, big hit. 8 up. That's going to be number 19, David Fuentes. Good stop. That was a good carry from Orange Park. That's going to be 2nd and 5. 5-yard gain for him. I think realistically it's just come down to the fact that they seem to have more motivation. They before the halftime, it seemed to be more of just aggression and unchanneled anger, and it seems like now they're trying to get that put somewhere, and that being another wide open hole up the middle. Ooh, big hit again, and that Fleming Island player getting up, but man, that was a big hit, and it looked by number 1, Sebastian Cruz, getting the stop, but ultimately still enough for a first down. Orange Park to the 20-yard line and officially at the red zone of Fleming Island for, I believe, what is only the second time tonight.
Clock running with 4:07 to go in the third quarter.
They are actually still running the clock because, again, that was they moved the chains, so we were restarting ours. And it's within 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Oakleaf, or sorry, not Oakleaf. Orange Park still with the ball, 34-7 with their deficit. Fleming Island's defensive line seeming to be a little bit winded. That's 2 wide open holes in the middle of their line that have been opened by the Orange Park offensive line to give them very good running plays. They're reading blitz here, and it is. And a dump-off pass, number 5 again, and he has caught it again. Xavier Jones for I believe, a 6-yard gain, second down. Looks like a 7-yard gain, 7 or 8-yard gain. Looks like, actually, yeah, 2nd and 2. So 8-yard gain on the dump-off pass. That was, the blitz was seen and caught, or caught onto. So, that, again, these dump-off passes are what's getting them through those blitzes that Fleming Island just isn't getting there fast enough. Another defender shaking his offensive lineman. Trying to throw, broken up. Number 19, David Fuentes, breaking up that pass to stop another sideline catch that would have given them the first down. I honestly thought that he was going to try to catch that himself, but he definitely, it was more of a diving
on their YouTube channel.
Diving stop.
If you want to watch a replay, you can see it online under Sunshine State Broadcasting.
We appreciate the PA announcer for giving us a shout out there. Sunshine State Broadcasting on YouTube, where you can watch.
3rd down and 2.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button. He's going to be a keeper up the middle, right-hand side of the middle. Stop. He's still going. Pushback. They're going to blow this dead. Oh, my goodness. Why? They blew it dead. I don't know. If I was, again, I'm not the official, and I can't be the official because obviously I'm up here. At some point, aggression goes both ways.
Gain to the 4-yard line.
If I'm an official and Fleming Island does that, I'm throwing a penalty. I blew the play dead, and then after, you still continue to throw him down. He's obviously plays dead. Gabe Taylor looking for the penalty there and getting nothing. And I can see exactly why he was looking for something. It was, again, unnecessary roughness. The play is dead. And that's going to be chains are going to move for the first down.
Call it youthful exuberance.
I will, but at some point you've got to be the adult and stop it before it becomes something worse on the field. There's another running play. Number 5, Xavier Jones again, and this is going to be enough. Let's see if they're going to call it. Yep, touchdown, Orange Park. Looks like they're gaining their momentum back. They're definitely happy with that one. Xavier Jones
makes the score 34-13.
It's going to be 13-34, Fleming Island.
With the point after try coming up.
And that's a good look. You know, you want to see teams competing, and it's good to see Orange Park putting up some sort of a fight in this third quarter.
For sure. Let's see if they're going to get this extra point. This would make it a 14-34, a 20-point deficit. Kick. It is up, and it is good.
And the kick is good.
So the score is 14-34, and I did not stop the clock. So 1:43 left to go. 14-34. Fleming Island will get the ball with 1:43 left.
And I don't know if you've noticed it, but the kicking on Orange Park has been good.
It has been. I don't think we've seen very many kicks. I mean, a little bit of some squibs on the kickoffs, but I think those were intended. As they were trying to get almost the equivalent of an onside just with the squib, and it gave their defenders really good positioning to get there and potentially cause a big hit fumble, just not happening for them. So a 20-point deficit. They still have an entire quarter to play, obviously, and the momentum that we're seeing them after halftime is definitely something that they've needed all game. So
can they maintain?
I will say this is something similar than we saw at Oakleaf. They started with only one touchdown in the very first play with Orange Park at Oakleaf.
And then disappeared.
They disappeared. And then after halftime, they started to come back pretty motivated. They had the touchdown that was taken back due to the penalty. And this one was just a touchdown that they got back from that. A little squib kick. It's going to be touched at the 10. Pick it up, but it's still bobbling it. Cruz trying to get anywhere. There's going to be a penalty. Scrambling right, 25, 30, 35. 2 people to beat. Dragged down at the 47 on Orange Park's side of the field. There is a penalty marker at the 9-yard line.
Illegal block.
There's a scuffle.
Yep, Golden Eagles illegal blocking. Another penalty flies on the sideline, and there are people just obviously having at it. So probably some type of unsportsmanlike. Number 4 getting up late. Athletic staff making sure he's okay. He looks a little shaken up. That's number 4, Brocafligi. We've seen him a little bit. He seems to be walking over under his own power, which is good. But it's most likely going to be an illegal blocking, I believe is what the signal was initially. We're going to wait for a final on that, plus the penalty on the sideline. Illegal blocking would bring it back to the 9, which would be a block in the back, which we've seen Fleming Island do before. It would not surprise me if it happens again. All right, here we go. Block in the back, Fleming Island. After the play, unsportsmanlike on Fleming. So that's going to back them up, most likely inside their 5. And that was the unsportsmanlike on the sideline at the 47 that we saw. And it was after the play. Our camera's catching it down on the Fleming Island sideline. Again, that talking back and forth. Eventually it's going to cost one team or the other, this time catching Fleming Island. So we'll see where they're going to spot this after those penalties. It's going to be the 2-yard line. He's going to call it the 3s. The officials kind of just trying to pace half of the distance or the accurate number. He's going, looks like at the 2.5. And 1:07 left to go. So a very long, we'll say 97-yard field for Fleming to have to try to drive down with 1:07 left. I don't know if they have enough drive in them to do that. And then it's not the end of the game, but it's the end of the quarter. They can at least drive down, get some first downs, and get good field position to start the fourth. And we'll see what they've got in them here, as they need to be careful because every snap that they take from here could result in a safety as they're in their end zone. They're going to have Eric Gentry, obviously their quarterback, leading them in the end zone.
At the wideout.
Fake the throw, handoff, left-hand side. It's going to be Brady Dickman. He's going to pick up, we'll say 6 on it. It's going to be a second down, getting them out of that rough field position where now they're no longer in their end zone. It's going to be 2nd and 2, pickup of 8. Looking for the hard count, not getting it. And the band encouraging them, the Imperial March down the field. That's what they're looking for. Another handoff, faking the pass. Dickman again jumping over defenders, still on his feet to the 26.
Running heavy across the 25-yard line.
Let me reset these timeouts.
That'll be a first down.
First down. Leaping run by Dickman to get them down to the 27 for 1st and 10. 29 seconds left as they are moving the chains.
Golden Eagles at their own 27.
And the clock will start since the chains are set. Another running play. Right-hand side. Gentry jumping out of bounds to stop the clock at 12 seconds.
36-yard line.
They're going to spot this at the 37.
He'll pick up 9. 2nd down and 1.
Scratch that. Yeah, 37. That should be a first down.
7-yard line.
They might come out and measure this. That should be a first down. Yep, first down. There's the signal. So they will have 12 seconds left in the quarter, enough to run one play after the chains are set. Maybe 2, depending on how quick they are with their out of bounds, if they can do it. And clock will start on the snap. Another running play up the middle. Another good carry. There's going to be another 6. Flag on the play. They're going to start the clock for the flag with 6 seconds left.
Clock is stopped with 6 seconds to go.
And we'll see what the call is here. Face mask on Orange Park, so that'll push them farther down the field. I believe past the 50, unless they're going to do 5 for this. They are, so they're going to be at the 49.
And there's going to be another
6 seconds left, giving them one more chance for a play. Clock is going to run. So they've got to get this snap off. They've got 2 seconds, 1, and that's the end of the third quarter. I said the half earlier, the third quarter. So starting off going to be only a measly 2-yard walk for them to figure out where to spot this ball, as it is just a field flip. So from the 49 to the 49. And that will start our fourth quarter with the score being Fleming Island leading 34-14. Now, we've seen some motivation from Orange Park. Obviously, we need this to continue for this to be some type of recoverable game. They've got 12 minutes of clock management. The thing that's going to hurt them here is the fact that Fleming Island has the ball.
Penalty also. That face mask penalty.
Yeah.
They gave up too much field position there.
They really did. I mean, they had them at the 44.
About 44, yep.
They had them at the 44 before the end of the quarter. Now they're at the 49, so they really only need 51 yards, which they've done easily this entire game. Orange Park needs to keep these penalties to a minimum if they really want to have a chance of staying in this game. They cannot keep allowing Fleming Island to score. They need to get a defensive stop. A 4-and-out here would be beautiful for them. But with the game we've seen thus far that Fleming Island has played, I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, passing play down the field. Nearly picked off. Did he get it? No, incomplete pass.
Pass intended for
helmet comes off by number, cannot see, he's covering up his numbers, 52. It's going to be Easton Isbell. Helmet comes off at the line of scrimmage. Beautiful pass, double coverage, bobbled and nearly intercepted by Orange Park. And then I could not catch the number of the Fleming receiver, but he nearly caught it after it was bobbled. He just couldn't get his hands on it. So Fleming Island trying to take it deep with one play. 2nd and 10 at the 49. They're saying, yeah, we've done it. We can. Why not? It's going to be number 3 again, Digman. And he's going to leap again. This guy's leaping for first downs here.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and I believe it's enough for a first down.
They'll mark him at the 41.
Yeah, first down, Golden Eagles. I have not been sitting down since the start of this half. It's hard to when the game is going, actually this well.
And then the band is back.
Yeah, and the band is back. The band is going.
So the vibe is back.
Yep. You've got the dance team and the cheerleaders both going when they're playing. All right, penalty on the play in the backfield. So it's probably some type of illegal formation or illegal shift. Sebastian Cruz taking it. Minute 28 clock will stop for the penalty.
Cruz gets down to the 30-yard line. But
got to the 30, and we'll see what the penalty is to bring it back. It was in the backfield, so I would imagine an illegal shift or illegal formation, maybe 5 in the backfield. I didn't catch quite what it is. We'll see what the call officially is. The illegal shift on the offense.
Against the Golden Eagles.
So that'll repeat the first down, step them back. No gain on the play.
Orange Park won't mind that.
No, not at all. They are not going to mind any penalties that go in their favor as they need the stops. The only thing that does not benefit them is it's a replay of the first down with a 1st and 15. That is not going to hurt Fleming Island whatsoever, seeing as they still have a first down and 4 downs to go. I mean, on that one alone, they picked up probably 7 or 8. They made it to the 30, so it's actually going to be 11. And good hands, good shoot, but could not. He got his legs grabbed. Pachota trying to do a good hopping spin move. It looks good for the camera, but he didn't get anywhere. And
should have jumped.
Yeah, he should have straight up hurdled him. That was number 7, Derek Page III on the stop. Good grab of those ankles. I mean, coaches say it all the time. When you stop the feet, the runner can't go anywhere, and that's exactly what he did. So that'll maybe be a gain of 1. Second and 14. Passing play. Being flushed out. Number 20 not being able to grab it. 72 pursuit. Scrambling. Still on his feet. First down. Down to the 20.
He's down to the 20-yard line of Orange Park.
That's going to be a first down and some. A scramble for 14 for the first down. And then another 10 after that. 24-yard scramble by Eric Gentry. Are you sure that kid's not a running back?
On the doorstep of Mr.
We'll stop the clock to catch up, but there's as the chains move. First and 10 at the 20. They are in the red zone. which we don't have an official partner for. So if you want to have a Red Zone partnership, feel free to get in contact with us, be an official Red Zone partner for Sunshine State Broadcasting.
15 down to the 14.
We are 10 minutes left to go. That is going to be a 5-yard carry at the 15, second down. And they are doing a hurry-up offense here. They just want to run this ball in.
Digman again.
Digman just pounding his way in here. And that's going to be another first down. We stop the clock just to move the chain or move the marker. Timeout Fleming. I don't know why you've got the momentum. Why would you take a timeout?
By Orange Park.
It was Orange Park. The officials
9:36 to go.
motioned incorrectly. They motioned Fleming. It was Orange Park. Orange Park smart to take the timeout as Fleming's momentum and quick offense was just pushing through. The ball's going to be spotted at the 8. 9:36 left to go in your third quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Kickoff here will be at 7.
The Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
And we'll say another thank you to First Baptist Church of Orange Park for partnering with us for this football season. The ball at the 8-yard line, first and goal for Fleming. 9:36 left to go. It's to Gentry again, finding the hole, touchdown! Fleming Island Golden Eagles. That'll put them at 40 with the boot coming on the field for the extra point. Eric Gentry started it, and he finished it. He pounded his way down the field, and then after Orange Park takes a touchdown or a timeout to try to gather themselves, he just says, "Nah, fam, not gonna work. Give me 6." And here comes the boot for the extra point. We've only seen one miss from him tonight. And here's going to be the snap, the hold, the kick. And it is good. As we come to expect once again. 9:29 left. I know my clock is running. I will get it corrected here in just a second. Again, so excited for this game. We're seeing both teams have their offense kind of just click. And we've been missing it the entire game. We've seen Fleming do it, but Orange Park finally gaining some momentum. Fleming Island's drive down the field just being electric with these running plays. The leaping runs by Digman. The spin outs by Pachota trying to gain his ground. Orange Park doing as good of a job as they could with the circumstances. Fleming Island's got some good players. Where was this playing last week at Oakleaf?
It was nowhere to be found.
Maybe they were just tired after a 2-week lead and needed a break. I don't know. They didn't seem like they went to that game to play, and they definitely came to play here.
Stick around and support their efforts.
So 9:29 left to go, 41-14. And the boot to kick us off. Boom. And that will soar into the end zone for a touchback. No time to run off the clock. The boot proving the nickname fits. Orange Park will come out to the 20-yard line for the start of their next possession in the fourth quarter. Waning moments of this game. Still got a lot of football left to play. 10 minutes left, just about. 9:29. Their offense taking the field, and let's see if they can have another electric drive down the field for a touchdown, as I don't think Fleming Island's given up, but they definitely know that they've got a lot of cushion, and giving up 7 or even 6 here is not going to be a big deal to them. Obviously not wanting to let it happen, but not going to hurt their feelings if it does. Stagnant just at the line. Just Jarius Rogers had him and spun him around. Could not finish it off. We've seen that a little bit from him tonight. That's kind of odd character from him of just not finishing off a tackle. Doesn't seem to be wrapping up. This band just electric on the Fleming Island side.
They are. They are. Really love hearing them.
It's going to be official timeout as Gentry is tying his shoe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just forgot that hands are used for wrapping, not pushing. Let's see if he can make up for his mistake there. It's going to be a pass. Bobble not. It was behind the receiver, not caught. Number 17 nearly coming up with it. That is Ty Street.
3rd down and 11.
3rd down, as I've not done the down markers. And that is going to be stoppage of the clock. So I will fix that as well. 8:47 left to go. 3rd and 11. Jarius Rogers going through the right-hand side. Good pass caught, number 5. Xavier Jones knocked out of bounds. That will stop the clock, 8:37.
Jones has run out of bounds on his
8:36. That's going to be enough for a first down for Orange Park. Moving down the field, this is what we needed to see from them all game.
Ball will be spotted in the
a little late, but better late than never.
8:36.
Again, if I'm the coaching staff or at least the camera crew for Orange Park, I'm letting them know, hey, watch the second half footage. This is what we were doing right. Let's keep doing that. Another running play kind of stuffed at the line. They're going to spot it at the line.
Immediately as he reaches the line of scrimmage.
And that's that Fleming Island defensive line that we've seen. Going to call, can't see a number, number 19, David Fuentes, who was helped up by his teammate at the bottom of the pile. So we'll give the tackle to him at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 to go. Passing play, nothing going yet. Scrambling, right-hand side, being pursued, brought down. Number 47, Thomas Thrasher. Then they might call a horse collar. They are going to call a horse collar on number 47 is what it looks like. And that's going to do a 15-yard penalty and a free first down. So from the 35, they will be at the 50.
Was made back at the 31-yard line.
Let's see if they mark it from the tackle or from the line of scrimmage. It should be from the tackle. And the fan right by our camera not happy about that. Doesn't matter if it's jersey or not, if it's from the rear and a pull backwards, it is a horse collar. They will spot it from the tackle. So that will be a free first down at the 43. And the chain gang having to get themselves situated. Never mind, they're going to spot it second down. They're not going to give them the first. Second and 2.
Yardage takes it up to about the 43. Second down and 2 to go.
Clock's running. Orange Park only needing 2 yards. Man in motion, number 27. Oh, there's the encroachment. Number 55 on the line of Fleming. That's Landon Howard jumping. That's going to give them the encroachment that they need for a free first down and push them inside of the 45 to the 48. He will come out for a play, and his coach will probably talk to him and say, hey, watch the ball. That's unneeded yards that they get for free. We need to stop that. The dance and cheerleader team's going with the band here, trying to keep this momentum in Fleming Island's side. Passing play, dump off to the left side, the flag on the play. Continuing, big charge through that tackle. Tackled out of bounds at about the 39. We'll stop the clock at 6:41. See what this penalty is.
Back at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a holding on the offense. That'll bring it back.
Orange Park. That yardage gain will be negated.
That'll stop them from that gain and push them back. There's those penalties.
Not for the first time this game.
We're definitely seeing a lot more penalties this half. I wonder if the officials, after having some food, had said, hey, let's throw a lot more flags.
You mean they went to the concession stand?
They went to the concession stand, and the concession said, hey, drag the game on longer. Let's sell more food. Throw some flags. All right, clock will run. It's going to be 1st and 20 after that penalty for Orange Park. Ball is going to be at the 38. Handoff. Number 27. Good run, left side, first down and some. That's going to be Timothy Brooks, a sophomore on the run. He's got some speed for a kid that's only in 10th grade. Definitely going to see more from him in the years to come.
Definitely got some wheels.
And that's going to be an official timeout for a water break. With that, we'll go to a word from our sponsors and our partner and be back after this.
The Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, we are back. The clock will run for 4 seconds before official calls another stop as a timeout for Fleming Island was taken. So we'll run 4 seconds off of our clock, take a timeout away, and wait for another 30 seconds. Not exactly complaining about that timeout. Give me a chance to take something to drink and put some food in my mouth. I don't know about you, Courtney, but this food's pretty good.
It is. It is.
All right, 27 in motion again. Another dump-off pass. Fleming reading it. Couldn't get the stop, number 13. Oh, still trying to scramble and eventually stop behind the line of scrimmage. Landon Mills started it, couldn't finish it, and then chased him down and finished it off eventually. Good effort. Landon Mills, the defensive end senior, to continue that effort and eventually get that stop that he had read beautifully. That's something you like to see in your defensive players is they may miss a tackle, but as soon as they get up, scramble, and then be the ones to actually finish the tackle off again.
Yeah, the recovery.
Yeah, the recovery on that, the effort to show like, hey, you may have juked me out, but good. Oh my gosh, Jarius Rogers, huge sack. Number 9, highlight cleats. Put it in the highlight reel to go with those cleats. Huge sack. Put it way back.
The question there is, what was the quarterback thinking?
He was thinking initially scramble. I don't think he saw Jarius Rogers coming at all from the other side. he saw two other Fleming defenders and said, oh crap, I need to go the other way. And this is going to put a huge, because I didn't even correct the down marker, huge 3rd and 27 is what we're being told for Orange Park after that massive sack by Jarius Rogers.
Negative play, definitely negative play.
That is not the direction Orange Park wants to go. Fleming Island's going to call another Orange Park, 4:30 left. They're trying to preserve this clock as much as they can because they know they have a chance to just score another one. They know they're doing great. That was a huge play by Jarius Rogers, him getting congratulations in their huddle there from his coaches. Orange Park, at this point, definitely knows that they are not winning this game, but they definitely need to continue to play through the end of the game to at least show their best effort, for one, but two, it gives them film to kind of look at and say, hey, this is what we did right, this is what we did wrong. I think after the Oakleaf game, they did that for sure because they came back with a win the next week, and I don't know, maybe that team was a little easier for them to play, or they just had a good momentum going in that game.
Well, you know, it's always important that that they play through the game.
Absolutely.
You play until the last second.
I don't know if what they had going in that game is just not working for them here, but they've got to figure something out, at least for the rest of their season, if they want to have a contention at even a district title. Good pass. Open receiver, caught. Did he hang on to it?
Pass is incomplete.
He did not. Couldn't hang on to it through the tackle. The Fleming defender is over on the sideline getting stretched out.
Golden Eagle player down on the other side of the field.
And they did not run the clock at all for that that play. 4:30 was on the clock. 4:30 is still on the clock. The Fleming defender is getting stretched out. That was to, I believe, number 4 for Orange Park, Brockafligi, who just could not keep his hands on it. It was either Brockafligi or Xavier Jones. The 4 and the 5 from up here look very similar. And the Fleming defender currently being surrounded by his teammates. I do not get a name on it, but the one that is being stretched is, I believe, the one that broke up the play. And again, can't get a full number. I obviously see number 1, Sebastian Cruz, over there trying to take care of his teammate. You had a cluster of them, but Cruz remaining over there on the sideline while the athletic trainers try to take care of him. With the plays that they've had, it didn't look like it was serious. He immediately started trying to stretch him out, and that's probably what it was, is just some type of cramping. But that will bring up 4th down, which is a 4th and 27. I believe they are going to signal a break while this is being worked out. That is number 19, David Fuentes. Definitely a cramp. He's coming out under his own power. We love to see it. Drink some Gatorade and hydrate there, David. We need to see you continuing to play. And shout out to Sebastian Cruz. That's the teammate you want to see helping you out. David explaining what happened to the coach.
With a smile.
With a smile. He does look like he's got his ankle kind of canted a little bit. Potentially just a rolled ankle. Sebastian Cruz is going to be back to field it. And again, we have 4:12 on our clock, 4:30 on the official clock because they did not run the clock during that play. And I'll just sync it up with whatever it is at the end of this play. The 4th down punt actually gets off this time. Cruz is going to field it, calls the fair catch at the 22.
Cruz at the 21-yard line.
21. They're going to, I guess, call this a 10-yard runoff, 10-second runoff, 4:22. So we'll mark ours there for a start of a Fleming Island first down at the, they're marking it 22, right where I called.
Good call.
It's just the battle of the announcers. He's calling 21, I'm calling 22. Who's right? Let's find out next. So 4:22 left to play. Fleming Island starting at their 22. And this is definitely their second string offense coming out. They have a huge victory. Number 16, Grayson Critch. We've seen him a little bit tonight. He is a sophomore.
And
Zion.
shout out to James Critch.
Yep, absolutely. And that's going to be number 35, Zion Longmire on the carry. He is a junior. We've seen him a little bit tonight. And this is Fleming Island's second string just going to come out here and play
the game, basically.
Yeah, we're just finish out the game, keep warm bodies on the field. I think this is why Fleming Island was taking those timeouts. I think they really wanted to get their second string a chance to play more than just the waning moments of the 2 minutes left. I really do. I imagine that's what this would be. I do appreciate that as a past player, having been on second string, obviously, at some point in my football career. Oh, tripped up. Immediately stopped.
After receiving the handoff.
Stumbling and getting nowhere. So that's going to bring up a loss on the play. But this is the play that this is the play time that they need to kind of, as growing players. Longmire Jr., he's definitely going to be playing next year as a senior. And this is the play time that they need to make sure that they are learning what actually is being taught during practice. It also gives. Go ahead.
I'm saying get their feet wet.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It also gives a chance for your starters to rest after a battled victory. Another handoff to Longmire, and he's gonna run it again. This will bring up a 4th down.
To the 25.
And he'll get a gain of 1 on that play, so it'll bring up a 4th and 8.
They're gonna have 4th down and 7 to go.
They're gonna. I'm gonna say 4th and 8. The announcer's saying 4th and 7. That only looks like 2 yards to me. And this will bring on Parker Sturdivant, the boot, to boot the punt away. On the 4th down, Orange Park will pull on their special teams unit. And number 4,
Sturdivant on the punt.
Brock Afliji back to field the punt.
First punt of the night.
Brock, I
for
might
Golden
scoot back
Eagles.
just a little bit if I were you. And 2:12, I know my clock's a little behind again. Officials will stop the clock. I'll let my clock run down to 2:07 where they stopped it. Delay a game on Fleming. That'll back up the punt. And so Afliji, I would stand right there. I wouldn't move forward. The boot's got a boot, and he will use it.
And the big one.
Yeah,
Big and powerful.
He's going to be back inside of his 10, but to the 50 is only 40 yards, and we've seen him boot way past that. He's going to be at his 7, and by the time he kicks, he'll probably be at the 10.
4th down and 12.
4th down, 12 yards to go. Obviously going to be a punt play. Kick at the 10, as I called it. That's going to be at the 50 on the bounce. That did touch an Orange Park player. If they're smart, they pick it up. It bounced off of an Orange Park player, and they're not going to do anything about that. If this is college and NFL rules, that's a live ball.
Spotted at the 43. Orange Park with 1:53 to go.
We'll stop our clock. 1:53. Orange Park will take over. And the crowd is thinning out as they know this is pretty much game over.
After the handshakes at the 50-yard line.
The Orange Park side is clearing. Both bands are getting ready to perform the after-game show. They're calling it the Battle of the Bands. There's a lot of battles in this area. We've heard Battle of the Islands, Battle of the Bands. What's next?
Looking forward to Battle of the Islands this year.
Absolutely. The basketball tournament, we're looking to cover that. Going to be a run right-hand side, number 5. Good stiff arm, but ultimately dragged down by number 26. Levi Cox. Number 5, Xavier Jones on the carry. Good effort with that stiff arm. It will be enough for the first down. Stop the clock to give them that.
The Golden Eagles. Orange Park will have the first down.
The official will stop the clock at 1:33. And start again as the chains are set. Minute and 30 left to go. First down at the 45. Passing play. Left-hand side of the field. Wide open. Caught. And walking in for the touchdown, number 4, Brock Afliji.
1:09 to go in the ball game.
Well, as we said, Fleming Island's second string getting some playing time, and that playing time will definitely teach them you don't leave a starting receiver alone on the sideline to just walk into your end zone.
it also shows that, Orange Park, they have something in them. It's just really stitching plays together, being consistent.
It definitely shows that they do. I think the part of me that hates to watch it is it's against the second string that it's actually working. The point after is good. That'll bring it back to a 20-point game. 41-21, Fleming Island. A minute and 9 left. I mean, good effort on them. Again, I love to see that they're not stopping and continuing to play. But, I mean, you hate to see that they're actually doing something and it's only against the second string that they've really been able to do massive plays like that. We've not seen that at all this entire game until it's against the second string. And you kind of expect it because, again, these are young kids. They're learning football. Some of them are in their first year. Some of them are in their second. Let me see if we actually have any true freshmen. We do have one. We have two. Kyrie Beeman, number 99, and Amani Blount, number 30, which I believe I saw number 30 on the field. He is on the 50-yard line, the second down towards the Fleming Island, or second up from the Fleming Island sideline. So there's one of your true freshmen, and number 99, who is currently on the sideline for Fleming. So freshmen getting some playing time. Orange Park switching some players out, switching their players around, excuse me. This is obviously desperate playing time that they need, not necessarily because they don't have any experience, but because this preps Fleming Island's team for next year, which they were good last year. They're doing good this year, and they want to continue that. So this is the playing time that they're giving them. And Fleming kind of looks like they're preparing for an onside. And that's what will be attempted, and it will be blown dead.
Penalty marker on the play.
And most likely was just going to be an Orange Park player ran past the ball before it was kicked. That is most likely what that penalty is going to be. Yep.
Illegal procedure to call against.
You cannot pass the ball before it's kicked, and that's going to be backing them up.
From the 35-yard line.
So back them up 5. And that will move up the Fleming Island first line to the 45. And again, most likely another onside will be attempted. The front line is going to be scooting up. Looks like nobody else really did. So there is definitely a gap for Orange Park to potentially take advantage of here. And they're going to onside to the opposite side. Never mind. What are they going to do here? They're just going to kick it away. And that's going to soar back to the 10 and bounce. Picked up by number 4, Chase Donaldson. He's going to field it and scramble to the left-hand side. Still scrambling, trying to go cut back to the right. Back to the left.
Still on his
trying to just find something and not getting anywhere. Fielded at the 10 and ultimately ended at the 12 after 50 yards of running.
58 seconds to go in the ball game.
58 seconds left. We'll run off 11 from our clock. And they will start their most likely last possession of the game. They're going to call it at the 15, actually. So we'll get forward progress 5 yards, and after all that scrambling. And this will bring on the last drive of the game.
Kickoff will be 7 o'clock.
And again, that's going to be Grayson Critch in at quarterback with Oliver Pachota in the backfield with him. And he's just going to take a kneel.
Knee taken on the play back to the 10-yard line.
To start the clock. Orange Park does have 2 timeouts if they really wanted to force them to do something with this. But I don't see them doing it. And the coaches have pretty much lined up their players on the 50. They know this game is over. So they will have one more snap to run this clock out. And that will bring it back to the 5 for a third down but that will be enough for both teams to take to the 50 for the clock to run out on this game. As they take to the 50, we like to remind everyone we appreciate you watching. We love the sportsmanship we've seen here. We love the ability for both teams to overcome the aggressive nature that was in the first half to end the second half with a great effort from both teams. We love to see you. We love to have you here. Appreciate the comments, appreciate the follows, and the subscriptions. Feel free to check us out on our social medias, Facebook, X, and Instagram, Sunshine State Broadcasting.
All right, take it.
And we will see you next week at Oakleaf against Bowles. Your final here at Fleming Island. Fleming Island 41, Orange Park 21. Definitely a better offensive scenario that we've seen for Orange Park at the end of that game than we saw the last time at Oakleaf.
Indeed.
I think Oakleaf is definitely just
they're a cut above this season.
I think they're definitely cut above. I think they're just a monumental shakedown that they caused for any team that really had something going for them, because we saw the same thing with Fleming. And this is really just showing that Fleming had it in them. They just didn't know where it was.
Right. But I know, like for Oakleaf, and I know this season they're really going for a deep run into the postseason.
They really are.
Definitely. As for Fleming, I'm sure they're looking for it, but there's still some work that needs to be done.
Yeah, I definitely think that they would be perfectly fine currently if they had at least a district championship this year. Again, yep, and a run into anything further. I don't think they expect to go to state or the finals to win, but I know that they at least would like to have something past districts. Orange Park is just kind of looking for something more than what they had last year.
Yeah, I think their season is their program rather is it's still a work in progress.
I think it's still very young. I mean, they have fairly new coaching staff, if I remember correctly. They had I do not remember the coach's name, but the coach from Fleming last year. Yeah, he came on last year, and they did have a very rough season last year. I think they only had 2 or 3 wins the entire season. So
I remember after one game, the coach saying to us, "Hey, don't worry, guys, we're working on it."
Yeah, yep, and we definitely can see that they did work on it. They have won thus far this season, and they did decent. It was the second half, and obviously one of those touchdowns being against second string. We'll still give it to them. It was a good effort, good pass.
Well, you can only play who's put in front of you and what's in front of you.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. Because then just imagine if they can't do that against the second string, then it doesn't say much about the program. So we give it to them.
We give it to them. Definitely, they put in the effort. They didn't stop, which we love to see. Sometimes you'll see a team just kind of die off and kind of crumble under the momentum of the scoreboard, which they did not do. They were at a huge deficit, and they ended up bringing it back within 20.
Good evening,
so we give them the props.
Commendable, especially the way the first quarter went, that they ended with 21 points.
Yeah. Lavinia says, keep it going, Fleming Island. Liam Roberts says, Fleming Island district win. Absolutely. Good to see you back, Liam. Definitely a district win for Fleming. I believe that is going to be their first official district game. As I remember looking on Max Preps, and I don't think they had one yet.
Not yet, no.
I think this is their first official one. So they're going to be 1-0 in the district. And this should bring them to 3-1 on the season, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, 3-1 on the season, 1-0 in the district. Currently, they're ranked 96 in Florida. This, I imagine, will bump them up just a little bit, and they will hold a first-place district spot. Currently, everybody was tied, but this being a district matchup weekend, those rankings will be subject to change, and we'll probably have updated rankings for you guys next week. Other than that, we appreciate having you guys here. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate anybody following and subscribing. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We love to have you here. We love to see you. Love to connect with you. If you have anybody who has a child that's on one of these teams or has relatives that are not able to watch because they are out of state, please feel free to connect with them and tell them, hey, Sunshine State Broadcasting had your game last week. Go watch it. And we'd love to have it for them. It's still going to be on our YouTube. It will be in the live archive, in the video archive, and we will have it there for all of eternity unless YouTube dies suddenly somehow. And I believe even then we've got the recordings, so we can still find a way to get it to you, and so you can enjoy this for forever. Again, for Courtney Wallace, Garrett Binford, thank you for watching. Have a great night.
Have a great night. And we're going to leave you with a little bit of the Battle of the Bands, as they're calling it. So we're going to be here for a little bit longer.
Yeah, we'll have this playing in the background. You just won't hear us talking. We'll have the crowd mic on for you so you can enjoy it. And we'll see you next week on Sunshine State Broadcasting.
At the Dungeon, Bulldogs versus the Knights.
Have a good one.
Good night.
And Alexis Jaramillo, is your band ready? Orange Park Raider Band, you may take the field for your post-game performance. you to our awesome administrative team for their continued support. Mr. Ivan Gunder, Mrs. Destiny Brightman, Mr. Brian Moyer, Dr. Laura Mayberry, Mrs. Caitlin Hayes, Mrs. Rebecca James, and Mrs. Tashina Tosh.
All right, while we wait for the Fleming Island Band to take to the field, I will give you a couple of updates on some scores around the district and county. Currently, it is not stated as final, but Oakleaf 35, Hawthorne 20. So still leading there for Oakleaf. Let's see who else we have. I believe we said Clay is off this week. Now we'll double check. No, Clay was not. Tocoi Creek 47, Clay 14. So a very similar game seems to be playing out there with the Clay and Tocoi Creek game. Let's check Mandarin. See if I can get most of these off before Fleming Island starts. Mandarin 14-7, and I believe that is final. They do not show live anymore. That is 14-7 final. Mandarin against Bradford. All right, and we will go back to the Fleming Island Band, who seems to be ready and taken to the field. This will be the end of the broadcast. Once this is out, I'll come out for a final farewell message. We do appreciate everyone watching, and glad I could get you those updates from the district. We'll get the camera to make sure we have most of it covered. Obviously, we're limited on view up here, but I'll try to cover as much as we can, and hope you enjoy the Battle of the Bands show from Fleming. that was an amazing performance from the Fleming Island Eagle 1 band. Glad we could have brought that to you. Thanks for sticking around. To those that watched, as always, you can catch this part of the broadcast in our archived live streams. So if you are a band parent or band student from either school, it will always be here for you. We appreciate you watching. Appreciate all your support thus far. Everyone have a good night. And if you're already home, obviously stay safe. And if you're driving home, make sure this is on your radio only and you're not watching on your phone. All right, y'all have a great night. This was the Golden Eagles versus the Orange Park Raiders on Sunshine State Broadcasting. For Courtney Wallace, I'm Garrett Binford. Have a great night.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.